Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Completely Random Podcast. This is episode 5. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about probably the most eventful 4 years of my life, of anyone's life, that being high school. And joining me today are not one, but two of my friends from high school, that being my friends Lexi and Izzy.
Hello.
Hi.
So, how are you guys doing today?
Pretty good.
I'm okay.
Uneventful.
Uneventful today?
Very.
Is it nice up where you guys are right now?
Oh yeah, we're sitting out on my porch swing right now.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's like, I think it's like 75 where I am right now.
About the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was doing some yard work earlier for my grandma. We were outside picking up a lot of stuff. I put on sunblock for the first time this year. Because I'm pale as heck. I burn so easily.
Can't wait to get my tan back.
Lucky I don't tan.
Yeah, so Lexi and Izzy, I've known them since, I would say 6th grade? Maybe?
Yeah, more or less, yeah.
Yeah, because I met Izzy in robotics class.
Oh yeah, we used to goof
Not
off.
class, it was the club. Or, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. And we
then,
used to goof off, and then they stopped doing 6th grade robotics because of us.
because of us. I think they just stopped middle school robotics altogether.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Lexi I met in 6th grade, but didn't talk to her much until high school.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't talk to anybody during middle school, really.
Not till like 8th grade now.
Yeah.
Well, middle school was it was something I would not like to repeat.
I don't think it's something most people would like to repeat.
High school, high school was really interesting for me. It was probably not the greatest because I was going through some like mental depression during that time, so it was pretty hard. I wasn't the most social because I didn't really fit in with the rest of our grade.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes
Yeah.
sense.
I get it.
Seeing some of the quote popular kids and like how much attention they got, I was almost jealous of it. If that makes
Yeah.
I
sense.
get that. I kind of feel that, man.
I mean, yeah, so what was your guys' experience of high school? Whichever of you wants to start first.
I can start. I think that I look back on high school and I don't. Most of it, I think, was a good experience for me. There were definitely times that I hated.
Yes.
Oh my god. Cars driving past my house. being
It wasn't
crazy.
like this beforehand either.
But I more specifically, I look back on junior and senior year with fond memories, and then I look back on freshman year and don't really remember anything because I don't know.
I feel like
Freshman year was boring. And then I look back on sophomore year and I kind of want to die because I hated sophomore year.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, I gotcha. I think for me, sophomore year was pretty uneventful. It was freshman year I hated.
We're the flip flop of each other.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Lexi?
Lexi's turn.
I only really remember junior and senior year. I feel like I went through freshman and sophomore year, and then my conscious clicked during junior year.
To be fair, freshman and sophomore year weren't really anything to write home about, so
No,
I mean,
it wasn't much.
because it's the two younger grades in high school, and you don't really get a whole lot of attention from the school itself. Because your junior year, you have like the SAT or the ACT, depending on where you go.
right. And then of course senior year is big for everyone because that's,
Your last year.
it's your last one, you make a big deal out of it. I mean, I can't speak on for every senior about this, but I know for me specifically, I started really getting into like school events during senior year because I was like, well, it's my last one. I might as well, maybe I should go to float building and have a good time. Maybe I should go to wall building and have a good time.
Right,
Maybe I should
right.
participate in the community. And I did, and I had a good time with it. And I kind of regret not doing that sooner.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel the same way too. I mean, I started to do it more so in junior year, but
Hmm.
still, yeah, senior year for sure. And I'm not gonna say anything about this too much about this year's seniors, but something I think with our class in particular, in our school was that we at least I think were all friends with each other in some way. Obviously, there were some people we did not like, but we at least agreed with I wouldn't say everything, but a good
Right.
majority of things. But when I look at like this year's seniors, I don't see that a whole lot.
I don't know this year's group of seniors very well. I know that they have a much smaller graduating class than we did, like a little under, like a little bit less than 20 less people. We
Yeah.
had 97, they had 79, so it's like the opposites.
Wait, we only had
Um,
97?
yeah, we
Yeah, we
only
only
had
had 97.
97.
I
And
thought we
what I was going to say is that I think that, and maybe, I mean, again, I don't know this year's graduating class that well, so maybe this is true for them too, but I feel like the thing that made our class generally get along is the fact that we were so small, and most of us, we went to elementary school together, so we'd known each other for a long time.
Yeah, I came to our school in 4th grade because I moved from the city to a more rural town, which is where we went to school.
Same, except I came here in middle school.
6th grade?
Yeah.
I came here in third grade when everyone was starting out, and I remember like being nervous for my first day of school, and my mom was like, "Well, don't worry, everyone there is new to that school because you start there in third grade." And I was like, "Okay, well."
No, for me it was 4th grade and I didn't go in until October, so
But I like that. Were there people I disliked in high school? Absolutely, I could name several, but I'm
mhm.
not. It's not like we got into fights with each other, and
No.
it's not like we despised each other. I could have a conversation with just about anyone in our graduating class, a couple people excluded, and not be miserable.
Right, right. Yeah, I mean, there were some people that were more rude than others, but I don't think there was too many people in our class that was like the kind of bullying that you'd see in movies or that you'd hear
Oh,
about
definitely.
on like
Yeah.
TV.
I think the class before us and the class after us had a lot more physical fights.
It was
Definitely.
definitely for people.
Yeah,
Because there were a couple fights. I like got to the band room one time, and then a friend came to the class and was like, "There's a fight going on," and I'm like, "What? I missed it." 'Cause it happened right after I walked away.
I got a
I
video of
I
it.
have that video too. That was sophomore year, wasn't it?
uh,
I remember that
um,
fight. It happened in the hallway between the band room and the
100
that
wing.
yeah, the 800 wing, that hallway.
Yep.
I know which two people I who fought too.
But like most of the fights that I think I saw, they were definitely for the classes below us. There was like a couple for classes above us, but
Yeah.
maybe I just wasn't paying attention and I didn't realize if there were more.
Gotcha. Yeah, so for my overall experience of high school, it I started off as very, very quiet because I'm kind of the person where the best way to avoid conflict and drama is keep a low profile. Just like if you're uncomfortable, just don't say anything, don't draw attention to yourself. And that's kind of how I played it throughout freshman year, if that
Mhm.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to just be the annoying kid like someone in particular in our grade was.
It's crazy how we all know exactly who it is too.
Don't even need to say the first letter of his name. Um, as for like as high school went on, like I started to make more friends. Like I think, well, I was lonely at the start of high school because Link, my best friend, he had quit after middle school, and he went virtual. So I literally went into high school with probably no friends.
I think I remembered that because I remembered seeing him around in middle school and then not really seeing him around anymore.
Yeah,
that
then he
makes
came
sense.
back senior year.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, eventually in freshman year, like freshman year first try, I didn't talk to anyone at all. But like as it went on, I met Morgan freshman year and then we became friends. I don't know much about sophomore year. Junior year, that's when I think I found my actual like friend group. And it was like Tobias, Jasmine, TJ, because we did a lot of like just gaming stuff together. I briefly joined D&D. Mr. C was the Mr. C was the organizer for that, so that's how I got to know him. And that was fun, but it didn't last very long. Probably because the band teacher is busy. And then as for senior year, I mean, that's when I started talking to you guys a lot more. I didn't really talk to Morgan as much after junior year because she kind of found her own friend group.
I think like middle to the end of high school is kind of when everyone starts to find their little clique.
Yeah, like they find the people that they actually want to be friends with, if that makes
I mean,
sense.
that's true enough for Lexi and I. We've known each other since 6th grade, but we didn't like consistently talk or hang out till junior year.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Which is weird to think about sometimes.
I mean, I can tell you guys at least been friends since the start of high school because I remember you guys like in band together and had
Like, I'm not saying we weren't friends in high school. I mean, it was, I guess we started talking more 8th grade when you came back from being online.
Yeah.
And then we had like a big friend group at the start of high school, but then, you know, over time that friend group started to fade
Crumble.
out. People, I mean, it's the typical like high school drama you'd expect, but I mean, through all of it, Lexi and I had our own little rough patches and we came out on top, I think, and we started really hanging out a lot during junior year.
and now you guys are best friends.
Best friends, roommates, moving into an apartment next year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We were dorm mates for college this year, and then we're getting an apartment with one of our other friends.
Gotcha. That's great. But yeah, so that was kind of my overall high school experience as like a general sense, if you get it. So
Yeah.
as for the years, if I could rank all 4 of my high school years from worst to best, I'm gonna go freshman year, sophomore year, senior year, and then junior year.
You were so close to it being in perfect order.
So close. I had the most friends in junior year, so I think that's what made it the most enjoyable. But I mean, senior year was still fun,
Yeah.
but I just had a lot more friends junior year. That's why I ranked it as number 1.
Yeah.
Now, if you're talking about like how hard each year was, junior year would probably be the top because like that year was very hard. I had the hardest classes that year.
And we had the SAT.
And we had
Yeah.
the SAT. My hardest class, the hardest class I took, or the one that was the hardest for me specifically, I think was econ, if I'm being honest.
For me, it was government.
Same here.
I somehow got in like 86% on the exam.
I think I did good in government. I just hated it.
I hated the amount of work she gave out.
And I had it first hour.
Yeah.
We had-
Ooh, I had it second
Yeah.
hour.
Going to waking up at 6 in the morning and immediately going to government. Hello, what?
And like, you know what she plays in the background? Smooth jazz.
I didn't hate the jazz.
I didn't hate it either. I was just really tired.
So,
So
it would make
it
you
would-
fall asleep.
Yeah.
See, I had econ 4th hour, so I was awake in econ and I was able to concentrate. I also didn't have a big econ class, so we were more chill with each other.
Gotcha. So, how would you guys rank the 4 years from worst to best? Either of you can start.
Insert.
So worst to best, Mine is also very close to being in perfect order. Worst, sophomore year, then freshman year, then junior year, then senior year. Because senior year was actually pretty great for me.
So, what was it that made sophomore year the worst and what made senior year the best?
What made sophomore year the worst is that I lost all of my friends.
Oh.
Except for this one right here, right next to me.
That's not true. We were friends. We weren't friends
only
for one
only for one day.
a full 24 hours.
I mean, like, it's like I mentioned earlier, like the typical high school friend group drama that you would expect, and dog, it ate me alive. It was awful, and
So
I
just
can't say I don't still think about it sometimes, but I more so think about it, and I'm like, that was so stupid.
So, you said what made sophomore year the worst, but what about senior year the best?
What made senior year the best, and it kind of goes hand in hand with junior year, is that, like, okay, so, and it actually goes hand in hand with sophomore year too. Sophomore year I started going to therapy, and I didn't really notice the effects of it until junior year. I started gaining a ton of confidence, I started talking to more people, and it only like increased as senior year started. I mean, that's the reason I started going to more events. I started participating in school stuff. I also, like, I put myself out there. I was the drum major for the marching band, and that was something that, freshman sophomore year I never could have seen myself being.
But yeah, I can definitely see that being like a huge reason why why it could make senior year be just amazing.
Mhm.
I say amazing a lot on this podcast. I found that out today when I was editing.
You need to like shock yourself every time you say it. Train yourself not to.
I'll like make a counter of like when I watch them back and say Gabe amazing counter and put tallies down. And then at the end I'll see like amazing counter 55. So, what about you, Lexi? Like, how would you rank the years from worst to best?
Worst, I would say freshman year, then sophomore year. Junior and senior year were kind of on the same level with me, but I do prefer my junior year more.
Really?
I mean, my senior year more.
Okay.
My senior year.
Lexi's
gotcha.
is the only one that's in order.
Yeah, it is the only one that's in order.
So it just started off bad and then got better and better as time went on.
Ideally how it should be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ideally how it should be. But I guess not for Izzy and I.
Listen, man, we're just a little kooky, okay?
Well, my reasons were, well, junior year was just stressful because of classes.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like, I don't know, applying to college senior year really helped me explore my options.
I
I think
gotcha.
what helped you is you had your car junior year, so you started to have freedom.
Yeah. At my car, I was able to drive. I took Izzy out a lot for food.
Heck yeah.
Senior year, I guess I really started talking with a lot more people.
You did.
Like,
Mhm.
I could talk with everybody and their mama about in senior year. I also got out of my shell. I kind of just senior year was just me finding myself.
Yeah, I
And
get
finding
that.
who I am.
That was kind of like junior year for me personally.
Yeah.
Like the beginning of junior year, I think was like because when I was in high school, I was going through depression, and it did get really bad at one point. Um, and I wouldn't say it's gone. I wouldn't say that it's gone completely, but it has gotten way better. But I think my lowest moments was like end of end of freshman year. I wouldn't say even end, maybe like middle of freshman year, all throughout beginning of junior year. And then there was one staff member in particular that definitely really helped, specifically for the school part of my depression. And then eventually, like, I was out of that dark place like mid junior year when I found my friends, and I'm not fully cured of that. It's still there, but I'm able to control it a lot more now.
That's kind of how I feel. Well, how I felt until more recently.
Oh, college is a whole different beast.
Is it?
Little bit, yeah. I think I need to go back to therapy.
I think I need to start going to therapy.
It's okay. I made this joke a bunch of times. I'm sane enough to joke about it, so it's okay.
Yeah, same with me too. I'm okay to joke about it now. It's just sometimes like some people will make certain comments about it,
Oh yeah,
and then it's like that's not something to joke about.
right.
So, what about like what classes in particular stuck out to you specifically, like I guess like electives or just any class in particular that you found interesting, really hard or really fun?
All of my favorite classes were the ones where I got to be creative. I mean, I took band every year since sixth grade. Um, I took one art class freshman year, and then I took two art classes senior year, and that's the only ones I took.
Hmm.
And then I did woodworking senior year, and like all those classes stick out to me because they were the ones where I got to express myself the most. In terms of like other classes that I didn't really like, we talked about government already. That one was that one was rough.
Yeah.
Um, I didn't like geometry.
Okay. I mean,
I'm an algebra person.
oh, I mean, personally, I thought geometry was easier, but I can see why some people would prefer algebra.
I'm an algebra person. I had when I took algebra 1 freshman year, I'd had so much fun with it, and then I took algebra 2 junior year and I had fun with it. And then stats senior year was it was okay.
Oh
I had
boy.
great.
So, Mrs. LM, because there's two teachers with the last
Yeah.
name L that are Mrs. Oh no,
Teacher
Miss
L.
L. Miss L. Just Miss.
Yeah.
So, Miss L, I have only ever had her for stats.
Yeah.
And okay, to everyone watching this podcast, if you are still in high school, do not flunk your senior year, especially your last trimester or semester, because I kind of did that. In
Oh
the
no.
last okay, to be fair, I didn't get any grade below a C.
That's good.
I didn't get any grade below a C, but I didn't really try my last trimester of senior year because I was just kind of done with high school. I wanted out. Senior year, I was in a welding class in the tech center, so I kind of put all of my attention on that and just didn't care too much about anything else. Because my classes that try were all electives, technically. They were stats, consumer math, and Greek mythology. I did try in consumer math mainly because Mrs. S was my teacher for that, and I had a good relationship with her due to me actually understanding her way of teaching. So,
She definitely taught differently than Miss L.
Most definitely.
yeah, so because I kind of had a good relationship with her and didn't want to like ruin that, I definitely tried a lot more in that class than I did in Greek myth and statistics. So it came to the end of statistics class. I was barely above. I think I had a C or a C plus. I still graduated with above a 3.0 GPA. I still graduated with honors, which I'm happy about. But I felt bad for not trying as hard as I should have in the class. So I went over to Miss L on the last day of school and I gave her an apology. I said, "Hey, listen, I'm sorry that like I have some assignments that I haven't been able to get done or that I didn't try a whole lot and I apologize for not taking her class as seriously as I should have." And she didn't seem to care too much, which I was very surprised about.
I always thought she was pretty chill.
I think she's really chill.
Mhm. I mean, I liked her. I mean, yeah, she was a little strict at times, but I think it's because it was an elective class and not a required class.
That's kind of how a lot of the classes senior year were. It was like freshmen have to take Algebra 1 unless you're in advanced math, but senior year it was like, just take a math class, just take a science class. It doesn't matter which one.
I
Take
didn't.
something, man.
I didn't
Um,
even have to take a math class senior year because welding counted for it, but I at least wanted to take consumer math. And then I just needed a filler class, so I put stats because I thought it'd be useful. It was hard for me.
If you don't mind me asking, what hour did you have stats?
First hour, we were in the same class.
Okay,
Yeah,
she
okay.
thought so, but we couldn't remember.
Yes,
Yes.
we were. So what about you, Lexi? Did you have any classes in particular that stuck out for you in any year?
I really liked band. Since I've been going since also 6th grade.
Ride or die.
Ride or die. We're actually still in band today. I think another class that really stuck out to me was art classes, my creative writing class, and I'd have to say, as a worst class, physics.
Oh.
Oh my.
Physics.
We'll get into that in a bit. But honestly, I liked band because like I got to do things. I got to play my instrument. I got to hang out with friends and enjoy things.
And band especially got good when we were juniors and seniors because especially senior year, we started taking like a more active role in the band. I mean, you were section leader, I was drum major. We had a close relationship with our teacher, and like it was fun.
Map making was just fun because I got to play with the sewing machine.
Oh, gotcha. Now, you guys mentioned band, and I must ask, did band get better from freshman year to sophomore year because of the teacher change?
Absolutely, 100%.
Oh, absolutely, 120%.
150%.
200.
200%. No, like freshman year, everyone had different experiences. I mean, we have a friend who hated it freshman year because of how they were treated, but like for us specifically, I don't think it was as bad with Mr. M because he didn't really target us. I mean, we cried when he said he was resigning, and then we got the new band director. And we were like, "Oh, this is great."
I gotta say that Mr. M took his job a little too seriously for how much he was getting paid.
He took his job a little too seriously for the fact that he was dealing with like 14-year-olds. Hello?
It's a high school band, not a college band.
Right.
Yeah.
And now that we've been in college band, it's like
He also took it a little too seriously for college band. At least for the one that we're in.
for our college band, there's definitely ones that are like, you gotta be professional, you gotta be perfect, no mistakes, but ours is way more chill. Like, we're not expected to be perfect because they just want us to have fun. And that's what makes it fun.
Right. I mean, it's not like it's a like super, because the college you guys go to, it's not like a major one where you need like a big scholarship to go to. Is it more community based?
I mean, it's a university.
Okay.
So.
Everyone, if you mention that you're in the marching band, they'll be like, "Oh my god, that just started!" Like everyone knows about it.
There's a reason that everyone's like hyped about the marching band. It's because they didn't have one. They had one in the 50s to the 90s, and then it disbanded, and they just brought it back this most recent school year.
Wow, you guys were there just in time.
I know, we got to be a part of the first one, and that's why it's been so cool.
They're also making a documentary about us.
It's probably done by now.
Yeah, it probably is.
Oh, did you guys get like a chance to speak on that?
No.
Oh.
No. We did, however, get published on an article?
Yeah, there was an article written about the band coming back, and there's a picture of us and a couple other people.
I looked emo in that photo.
Anyway, like circling back to high school band, it became better when we got our new band director because he felt like a teacher that we could actually talk to, like have a conversation with that wasn't school related. Because like very often, we would sit in the band room in the mornings, or we wouldn't really eat lunch in there, but like let's say like we had a band event, like a football game or a basketball game after school, we'd usually just hang out in the band room after school, chit chat with him, eat dinner with him, DoorDash food. So it's like we were able to form a close relationship with him without it feeling weird and without it like being a whole thing either.
I gotcha.
Me personally, I have cried in that band room.
Plenty of times.
Plenty of times, actually.
Like a good kind of cry or a bad one?
It was during senior year, Gabe.
Okay, so the good one.
Um,
I have also cried in that band room.
yeah,
The good place to cry.
really comforting. The like soundproof walls. Yeah.
I broke up with my ex in that band room. That's not a joke.
No, it's not. I was outside. I cried over my ex in that band room. I also earned another class a free period because I was crying.
Anything else about that you did in the band room?
Nothing I can really think of. Either way, it was just
a lot of memories.
It was very fun once we got our new band director, and I mean, we still visited him like after we graduated.
Okay.
And it was great. Like I miss him.
I gotcha. Yeah, so I was in band in middle school. I played the trombone. Yeah, I played the trombone. The reason why I quit was for, I think it was like, there were 2 reasons why I quit. No, there were 3. No, maybe there was 2. I quit for. There was a couple. One. There was a couple, but there's 2 in particular that stood out. One was because of the teacher.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he just started to make band not fun anymore. Kind of.
That's why a lot of people quit.
That's why what?
That's why a lot of people quit. I can think of like just about everyone that was in our middle school band quit, and then a couple people freshman year quit because he left.
Yeah, and then another reason why is because I just didn't want to be in marching band. I didn't want to go to like all of the Pumpkin Festival parades. I wanted to watch the parade.
Well, I do have to say, it helps a lot when when the teacher makes it fun.
It helps a lot when the teacher knows how to teach marching and he doesn't just say march 15 steps that way.
Is that what the other one did?
Yes.
So, in marching band, you typically will use either a coordinate sheet or a drill chart or both. A coordinate sheet has like exact coordinates for where you should be on the field, and a drill chart has a big picture of the field and then your dot on the picture.
Gotcha.
So, like in college marching band, we use both. In high school marching band, after we got our new band director, we used coordinate sheets, and that made so much of a difference because with the old band director, it was just you group stand about here or you group make a line here, and then instead of being like you walk this many counts, he was just like just walk 15 steps that way.
Let's go over yonder.
No explanation of how big those steps have to be.
No, not really.
He tried teaching everybody the basic 8 to 5.
8 to 5 is 8 steps for 5 yards.
Yeah. Which is slightly smaller than the regular step. He also just taught marching, the marching style differently.
He wanted us to do high step.
High step, which is like, imagine a horse trotting. That's exactly how you can explain high step to you.
And there's plenty of bands that do high step and do high step well, but we are not one of those bands. So when we got our new band director, and it was the funniest thing. Like, we had all these expectations, or like,
we thought he was gonna be an old man who hated his job.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm just like, we had all we thought we knew what it was going to be like because of how it was freshman year. So when he started teaching us the basics and we were like, we don't have to do high step, and he was like, no, and we were like, oh my god, we did roll step. When we went to the football games, we all just kind of stood there awkwardly, and he was like, you guys can sit down, and we're like, oh, we're allowed to sit in the stands?
And then he was like, yeah, I'm not a monster. You guys weren't allowed to sit down?
No, we weren't allowed to sit down freshman year. We weren't allowed to sit down at basketball either. Another thing is freshman year, we had to memorize all of our music. And I mean, that's a thing we do now in college band, but that's after 4 years of experience being in marching band, so it's better. freshman year, we had to memorize music. Sophomore year, he was like, okay, everyone, bring your lyres. And when I saw that, I was like, what the heck is a lyre? It's a little flip folder for your music that goes on your instrument or goes on your arm so that you can have your music in front of you while you're on the field.
When I saw that on the little what to buy for band camp, I thought he meant the little instrument with the strings.
The little string instrument that angels have.
So
So it was just like, it was such a weird change of pace going from freshman year band to sophomore year band. Everything was different in like the best way it could have been.
I gotcha. So, irrelevant to the transition, but were those band uniforms either too hot or like not warm enough in the cold?
It depended on what time of year it was, because at the start of marching season, way too hot. At the end of marching season, cold.
I think that's true for all marching uniforms.
It's definitely true now. I mean, college marching band, we were marching well into December, so...
Yeah, also, like, each band has their own uniform with a different way how to put it on. Like, in high school, we had a back zipper, and that was it. Whereas in college, we have, like, 3 different zippers, 20 different buttons.
You gotta button it on the side, then you gotta zip it on the side, then you gotta button it on the top, then you gotta button it on the bottom, then you gotta button it on the shoulder twice.
So
then what had like a zipper in the back for the high school one? Was it like the shirt or like the vest or jacket?
The jacket, and then the bibbers, the pants, had a zipper in the front.
Oh, okay.
We also had a pocket.
Yeah, our ones now don't have pockets. It sucks.
Those ones had pockets?
Our ones now are also a lot tighter than the ones in high school.
Yeah, Peyton said that she was like swimming in her pants in high school.
I think mine were a little too short for me, probably.
Mine were always too long. I'm 5'1", okay? They're always too long.
So, like, start of marching season, it would be like everyone's wearing t-shirts and shorts under their uniforms. And then towards the end of marching season, it's like, dog, I was like wearing a sweater or like a hoodie underneath my jacket because it was cold. It was freezing. We had hand warmers because it was awful.
Did you guys actually enjoy marching in the parade or no?
I did.
Okay.
It was nice. I'd say when this one parade, when we didn't get any breaks at all, it was kind of miserable.
That was a homecoming parade. Was it sophomore year or junior year?
Sophomore.
Our band director wasn't there, and so one of our drum majors was like in charge, and he didn't give us any breaks between songs. Like, I think he only gave us 4 counts between songs. And, you know, homecoming, it was like mid-September, maybe October. So, of course, it was hot out, and we were dying.
And our high school's uphill.
Right. So, we were like, oh my god, dude, you need to give us a break. And he's like, no, Mr. C told us that we have to do it this way. And then we were like, dog, one of the bass drums is about to pass out and throw up. And he's like, no! And we're like, dude, you suck.
And the cheerleaders who were behind us were also very upset at him.
Because we were playing over their cheers.
Oh.
We didn't want to, but he wouldn't listen to us.
Oh yeah, the drum... Like, what grade was the drum major in? Was he like a senior?
If this was sophomore year, he was a junior.
Oh, okay.
We had 2 drum majors.
And they were both juniors, and then when we were juniors, they were seniors.
Gotcha. Didn't they have a different uniform on? Oh, no, that was the, who were they that had, like, the different colored?
Jacket. They had white pants, and white shoes, and white gloves, and a white plume.
Yeah. But the jacket had black on it, so, like...
It looked weird, because the pants weren't meant for that jacket. They were from the old band uniforms. They just kind of came up with whatever. I thought it was so ugly that when I was drum major and the band director's wife was like, oh, I set aside a pair of white bibbers for you, I was like, I'm not wearing that. My mommy made me a cape. I wore a cape and I looked cool.
Were football games enjoyable?
No.
No.
Okay, so it was not. It's not enjoyable in high school, especially with our football team.
Yes.
See, one of the nice things about going to a college that's very well known for football and very good about football is that I finally understand football, at least a little bit.
And we enjoy it now, actually.
But high school, I didn't know what the hell was going on. How could I enjoy a sport that I don't care about, that I don't know what's going on? I'm just here because I have to be, because I get points for this. I'm graded.
Right. Yeah. I was wondering, like, what's the consequences for missing a football game or not marching in the parade?
I think you just had to do some kind of makeup assignment. We wouldn't know because we were there for everything. But I don't even know what the assignment was, but he said that he would, like, give you some kind of makeup assignment
I think it was
for missing it.
practice log. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, so in middle school, I was supposed to fill out a practice log. I faked
saw
the
that.
whole thing.
Yep.
I faked everything, and I faked a signature.
Oh,
I faked my mom's signature. My dad's too hard. It's too fancy.
did you like kind of like put the sheet like just a white piece of paper over it and then just like traced it?
I tried that, and like I've actually tried that. I think last year too, when I needed him to sign something, and he kept putting it off, so I faked it, and he got mad at me. He's like, "You should never ever do this ever," and I was like, "Yeah, Dad, but you kept putting it off, and I needed it like yesterday." So
I remember one of one of our classmates, she told me a story one time where in like elementary school she had some like paper that needed to be signed by her parents. It was like a paper that said she was in trouble for something, but she faked her mom's signature but used a crayon. So it didn't look legit. And then yeah, obviously the school called her mom and then
She could've gotten
didn't do
away
that
with it.
again. So is there any other like huge moments in band that stuck out to you two in particular?
I can't really think of anything off the top of my head.
me either.
Mainly
I
just
think we covered it pretty well.
Yeah.
Mm.
There's no awe-shocking thing of like, oh my god, I won this, I won that. It was just, yeah.
I
Gotcha.
won a award in high school or senior year, and that's about it.
I got my name with the participation award. I thought 4 years in band equaled a honor cord, but I guess they changed it out.
Yeah.
dang.
I got the John Philip Sousa award. I knew I would. I accidentally saw my name on the list.
Whoops.
He showed me his script for the fucking concert. I saw it. I figured I would get it anyway, though, because he usually gave it to the drum majors. But like,
Spoiler alert.
yeah, Nev got the Leonard Bernstein
Mhm.
award. So like I guess that's the only like cool thing. I mean, there were cool things that came with participating in band, you know. I usually go by like school year for this, but it was about like years of participation. But like, you know, 1 year of participation, usually freshmen, would get a certificate. 2 years of participation would get a like academic letter that said band on it. 3 years would get a patch, and then 4 years would get a pin. And because we were in band that whole time, we got all of them.
That's great.
I actually don't know.
See, I didn't get any kind of pin or award for anything.
Bummer.
Oh, actually, no. I was part of National Technical Honor Society in the Tech Center, so I did get a cord for that.
See, that's nice.
But that's about it.
Mhm.
Well, and I got my honor cord for just being in honors in general, but I don't think
Yep.
I was so close to honors.
I got high honors.
I know. I remember there was like a little race to see who was valedictorian and who was salutatorian between our valedictorian and our salutatorian. And I for sure thought it was gonna be should I name drop?
Yeah, of course.
And this is
If you have nothing bad to say about them.
Yeah, no, I for sure thought it was about Claire. I thought Claire was definitely gonna be valedictorian, but apparently Ethan got a higher SAT score. So
Is that what
I
it
guess-
was that made him Val?
Yeah.
I think it was like Claire had a better GPA, but Ethan did better on the SAT.
Yes.
I gotcha.
And only the SAT counts more than GPA.
Un-
But it was really close.
Not
I know they literally took the same honors classes and everything.
for you guys. I think band was. I mean, while it was a class, would you kind of consider it like an extracurricular activity?
Oh yeah, because you spent so much time.
You have to spend so much time outdoors doing stuff, and then after school doing stuff. Especially if you're part of the leadership, like section leader, drum major, like you gotta do stuff for that.
Right. Yeah. So for me, I'm not going to spend too much time talking about this because I did 2 podcast episodes on it. But I was involved in esports. It started in my junior year of high school, and I made some really good friendships in esports. My friend TJ, who I did a podcast on, I met him sophomore year. We became friends that next year, junior year, and yeah, we really had fun with esports. It just, video games was something that it was just a hobby of mine ever since I was little, and just being able to play it competitively and in school was really fun, especially since it was Super Smash Bros, which was a game I really do like. I play it with my family all the time. And then I did it senior year too. I don't think it was as fun as junior year, even though my best friend was there, but we went from having like 9 people in esports to only 4. So yeah, and all 4 people were seniors.
Who coached esports?
Mrs. L, the art teacher.
Oh.
Yes, she coached esports. She was a great esports coach too. I'm glad that she was esports. And then I guess I wouldn't consider this extracurricular, but it's not something everyone in the school did. I went to the tech center, and the tech center is basically just a place where you can take kind of like job related classes or just classes that the school doesn't allow you, just doesn't teach you. Like you could take culinary, you could take marketing, you could take nursing, you could take law enforcement, you could take art and digital design, you could
Cosmetology.
there's
Yeah, it was a lot of-
cosmetology.
Trades. Like you worked a lot more hands-on.
Yeah, basically just classes where you worked more hands-on and kind of get some job experience, if that makes sense. Some more than others. I was in 2 different tech center classes, one in junior year and one in senior year. So my junior year, I took computer tech management because at the end of middle school and kind of the beginning of high school, I said I wanted to do something with computers when I grew up, just because I've been around them my whole life. Video games is a hobby of mine. But once I started to actually it's like the other stuff of computers, like all the internal stuff and just all of like messing with files, programming, cybersecurity, all of this other stuff. I look at it and it looks like advanced calculus to my brain. And I mean, I learned some stuff in computer tech management, but I just couldn't stay there. I just decided that it wasn't for me, and part of it was I have focus issues, and I can't really sit at a desk and then just be able to have my full attention on a computer screen the whole day. I needed to be like up and moving. So when I went into senior year, I took welding instead, and I enjoyed that class a lot more.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I definitely learned a lot from computer tech management, but more so what I learned was that it was not for me. And then welding was a lot more enjoyable. I passed with a certificate, not a great one that can get me like into a trade school with like no cost, but it at least looks good on resumes
True.
Yeah.
and shows that I've tried. But yeah, I guess that's it for my extracurricular, really. I don't want to elaborate too much on welding because I am planning on doing a podcast episode on that. So were there any other extracurriculars that you guys were involved in other than just band?
Well,
A lot.
we, especially during junior and senior year,
We did a lot together,
Yes.
specifically.
except for one extracurricular each.
Ah.
Yeah, me and Izzy both did tennis.
Okay.
We both did tennis. We both did winter guard.
Oh,
We-
I remember tennis because I remember.
Just those. And then you did a cappella, and I did
Jazz
Right.
band.
jazz band and Renaissance.
Yeah. And then there was another thing. It wasn't like a our high school base, but we did get to be a part of a production of Mary Poppins, the musical.
Oh, okay.
So that was like something that we did together. We did a lot of extracurriculars together, which made it convenient because then my mom didn't have to take me places.
Okay.
So no, we were
But yeah,
we were for the Mary Poppins. We were a part of the pit. We got to play with professionals.
that's awesome. You got that opportunity. How did you guys start doing that? Did you was there like a sign up sheet online?
We were voluntold by our band director.
Oh, so he got you into that.
Out individually too.
He like announced in class. He was like, "Okay, I need these people to meet me out in the hall after class." And we met him out in the hall. He was like, "I'm gonna be directing the pit orchestra for a production of Mary Poppins, and I would like for you guys to be a part of it." And so we did it. And I mean, it was fun. It was late nights, but it was fun.
Are you glad that you guys did it?
Oh,
am.
110%. It was so much fun. Like we got to talk to people we normally wouldn't talk to, and I don't know. I just really enjoyed the time.
We got to be a part of a musical. I mean, it was fun during dress rehearsal week. It was fun during the actual performance, like because I mean, when we weren't playing, we got to not entirely see the musical, but like hear it and hear the actors, and it was a funny musical, and everyone there was so talented. Everyone in the pit was so talented. It was a good time. And then like we had other memories not even involving the musical, like last show our band director was driving us back to the school in a van that he rented from the school, and we got stuck in the bus loop.
You'll never believe who comes to help us. A sedan. Not even a truck, a sedan.
A sedan.
And even before that, like one of the van doors, before we left the school where we were doing the musical, one of the van doors wouldn't open. So not long into the drive, we pull into a Little Caesars parking lot, and they're trying to get the door unstuck. And Lexi's like, "Oh my god, let's go in and get a hot and ready." So we're about to run in and go get a pizza. Our band director's wife stops us. She's like, "Stop, stop, stop," and then gives us like a $20 bill. So
That's
we get
awesome.
a pizza, we eat it on the ride home, get stuck in the bus loop,
Again.
like ankle deep snow,
We all got out to push.
and did nothing. And then our band director's like, "You know what? Just go home. I'll figure it out."
Did you guys actually go home?
Yes,
Yes.
we did. It was cold, and this was like in February.
It was like midnight by the time.
Yeah, it was late. Like it was, but even all the bad stuff, it was just such a fun experience getting to play with professional musicians, getting to be a part of something so big, like something bigger than we had ever been a part of, because marching band at our high school was so small, so minuscule, no one cared about it. But being part of something that so many people showed up for, and that something that they relied on us for. I mean, what's a musical without the music?
Right. And that reminds me, that's kind of the way how I felt at Scarefest, because high school, I didn't really fit into, because I already mentioned earlier, I didn't really fit in too well with the other kids in our grade. I mean, it's not like they were rude to me or anything. It's just they were very different people than
Yeah.
I was. But when I went to Scarefest, everyone there was just so accepting. They were very easy to talk to, easy to make friends with. And I don't know, I felt like I was part of it a lot more than I was in high school. I mean, I'm not saying that, like, I felt accepted in high school. It just didn't feel like I mattered a whole lot, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
If that's kind of how you felt with, I mean, I'm sure with the band. It's probably different for you guys than it is for me, but...
I know you want to talk about acapella in Winter Guard?
I can't really say much for acapella. I only did it for 1 year, and it wasn't... It was fun. But I was a first soprano, and then I got banished to being a second soprano because the second sopranos couldn't keep it up.
Okay.
They had to, like, the choir teacher, she was like, it's not because you can't sing. It's not because I don't think you can sing. She was like, she didn't say this, but the way I interpreted it was that I was a strong singer, and the second sopranos couldn't sing very well, so I had to pick up the slack.
Oh, gotcha.
But who knows? I just know that I had already learned all my first soprano parts, and I was kind of butthurt about it, and I cried. Winter Guard was good. You did it for 2 years.
I did do it for 2 years.
I only did it for 1.
My first year of Winter Guard, we did a Christmas show, and we got to do it with another school's cheer team. We got to learn dance. It was fun, absolutely amazing. I love that
fun.
performance. Yes, and then we got canceled with the year we were supposed to do it because we didn't have a venue. Well, we got kicked out.
They got kicked out because apparently they scuffed the floors, but they had mats down, so there's no way they scuffed the floors.
Yes, so we canceled. I was supposed to have a solo.
Oh, that's a bummer.
So we just canceled. And then the next year we did it, which is like, I think, a year after.
Yeah, because you did it sophomore year, and then what didn't happen junior year, and then we did it senior year.
Yep. And then senior year, me and Izzy did it, and we got to be a part of one song. We got to do Lana Del Rey's Young and Beautiful.
But specifically the version in the Great Gatsby movie.
Yes. And we got these cute costumes. It was so fun.
And it wasn't, for me specifically, it was a nice challenge because I'd never done something like that before. I mean, there were only 5 of us in the group. One was our marching band's color guard captain. Mm-hmm. Lexi had done it before. And then...
the other girls had already been doing guard, too.
In the other school that was a part of it. Because it wasn't at our high school, it was at a different one.
Yep.
Okay.
So I was kind of I was the newbie. I was the rookie.
Gotcha.
You did good for, like, your beginning year.
I struggled with tosses, but luckily, like, our instructor, he was very nice, and he helped me the best he could, and I am so thankful for him because there's a lot of times where someone will be trying to teach me something, and I'm just like, I can't do it, oh my god.
It depends, too, because it depends on how tall the flags are. Mm-hmm. It really helps. Because for me, using a 6-foot flag was too much.
That's because it's a foot taller than you.
Yes. Yes.
So we used 5-foot poles.
Because everybody in the group was shorter than Izzy.
Everyone in the group was so short. Everyone in the group was like Lexi's height. I think there was even a girl shorter than you. There's a picture of, like, our whole group, and they put me in the middle, and it's like a little pyramid, except a pyramid with a weird fucked up top because it's so tall.
Yeah. But guard was fun. Azaria got a solo.
And then the 2 girls from the other school got a nice duet. They did it to a song that we were gonna do, but then our instructor was like, hey guys, so I don't want to make people mad, so we're not gonna do it to this one. So they were like, well, we're gonna do our duet to it then. It was just a fun experience.
What was, like, the final performance in Winter Guard?
It was the Young and Beautiful performance. That was our final performance.
We only had 2. We had a Christmas performance with the cheerleaders. We didn't get to do a dance, though, because they were gonna teach it to us, and then
the 2 cheer captains started complaining about us.
Which is so weird.
So we had to make up the segment for it.
That's rude.
So we had that little Christmas performance to a Taylor Swift song, and then I almost forgot it was to a Taylor Swift song. I'm not gonna
Me
lie.
too. The one beforehand was Megan Trainor.
Yeah, and then we had our like spring performance to that Lana Del Rey song, and I mean all of them were. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Only two, because it didn't last very long. I mean, Winter Guard, it's just like winter to spring.
Still a couple months at least.
Yeah, most of that is just spent practicing.
Yeah, that makes sense. So kind of moving on from clubs, we can go on to like big major events that I think everyone always remembers in high school. So I think starting with homecoming, did you guys enjoy homecoming? I mean, not just specifically like senior year, but before that too.
Well, it depends on the year.
It does depend on the year.
We did go to homecoming freshman year.
I think we should talk about freshman homecoming and then senior homecoming.
Like compare them.
Yeah.
Okay, freshman homecoming, and especially because we went to both of them. You didn't go to a couple of the dances.
Yeah,
But
I didn't.
we both went to freshman year homecoming, and I mean, it was our first like real school dance where people dress up. The ones in middle school, people didn't dress up for them.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a good time because my girlfriend at the time was sick and couldn't go, and I was kind of ticked off at her. So I just kind of stood there crying, and then Morgan and I watched Adventure Time in the hallway. But like, I don't know. One of the things that was good about the dance is that we ditched the dance and went to the elementary school and played on the playground.
Oh, that's fun. Was it late at night too?
Yeah.
I just really hated my dress. Because I didn't have a job at the time, so I got to pick one out of my sister's closet. And it was this white, no.
Oh.
It was a white dress.
Oh,
You know?
okay.
And she didn't do my hair the way I wanted. I wasn't really into makeup at the time, so I didn't really look how I wanted to
You
look.
had like a side part bun.
Yes. I had a side part military looking bun.
Oh.
It might look good on others. Did not look good on me because my face is round. So it just really gave me wedding vibes, especially with the dress that I had because it was white.
I had
Oh yeah. If
I
it's
had like a
white.
long blue dress that I think I got from like a Macy's or a J.C. Penney. It was pretty. The thing I hate about my look for that dance is that I cut my hair really short in 8th grade, like just above my shoulders, and my hair was still short freshman year, so it looked, I don't know. I've been growing my hair out, so it's really long now. Like it's at my waist.
Gotcha.
So freshman year I had short hair. My mom curled it, but my hair doesn't hold curls very well, so it had fallen out completely by the time the dance was like not even halfway through.
Was it just because it was short, or is it just in general it doesn't curl
In
very
general.
well? Oh,
It
okay.
doesn't curl very well now.
Doesn't, but we managed to find it, to kind of keep a curl.
Because I found a good hairspray.
Yep. I tried a different curling technique.
Senior year homecoming. I actually didn't have as good a time at senior year homecoming. You
Really?
did.
I great time.
I didn't have a bad time, but like something about the dance was just kind of off for me. I think I was maybe a little jealous of how good a time you were having.
Why were you having such a great time, Lexi?
Yeah, why were you?
Because I was in the phase, like me and my ex broke up, and I was in the phase of like finally having fun and not like crying.
Oh.
And then I went with a friend who also like had fun and gave vibes. And I had a beautiful dress. I had beautiful hair. Had beautiful makeup. Everything.
So that's what made senior year homecoming so. And it's not a
Yep.
joke. It's just the way that like Izzy made it sound. Like you had a good time. I'm like, what happened?
I didn't mean for it to sound like that. Oh no.
No, I was not doing like was not doing substances.
What I had, actually no. I was gonna say I had fun at coming home senior year, but I didn't.
We both didn't.
Well, I thought I would. I was on court. so I was really excited about it.
Were you on court too, Lexi, or?
I was not on court.
Okay, it was just Izzy.
I
Gotcha.
did, however, endorsed a lot of people to be on court.
I was on court senior home or coming home, and like, I mean, it was a big deal to me. I was really excited about it.
I was upset.
I
was
didn't
upset.
have. Oh yeah, you were on court. I forgot.
No, I wasn't.
Oh no.
No, I
But
tried to be because Link and I were both gonna try to make it to court. He made court, I didn't. So I was.
He's the only person on court that I felt like I could talk to because the rest of them were either stuck up or annoying.
Really?
Yes. And one of them was a girl that I'm not friends with anymore.
Did that kind of make the experience pretty,
It made the experience a little awkward, but that wasn't even the part that made coming home suck for me. It was my ex.
Oh, gotcha.
And that's the reason Lexi had a bad time at coming home, was her ex.
Yeah.
Like, you guys had just broken up or were, like, about to break up?
I was about to break up.
Okay.
I was just being treated not the way I deserved to be treated.
You're going through a rough patch, for
I
sure.
was.
Yeah, didn't you guys not break up until, like, after you had graduated?
No. So, we broke up beginning of senior year, and then he said it was a break. And then he started asking out other girls out. No one accepted, and so he got back together with me.
He came crawling back.
And I accepted. And then we started going through another rough patch because he didn't put any effort in.
But what Gabe said is kind of true. You guys didn't break up the second time until after graduation.
Literally, I think we broke up a week after graduation. Like, on the dot.
Yeah, I'm sorry you had to deal with that. That probably made senior year a little less enjoyable than it should have been.
That on top of another personal issue that was going on.
I think you also told me that your ex didn't like me very much.
He did not like a lot of people, and a lot of people did not like him.
Just about everyone didn't like it. For me, I guess it kind of was a rough patch with my ex. We hadn't broken up yet, and we honestly hadn't even really been having problems until the game for the basketball game, because I told her, I was like, you need to be there because I want you to see me walk out with the rest of the court. And she was like, well, I'll try to get work off. And Lexi was like, no, you will get work off. So she got work off. She came to the game. And then when the girls' game went into double overtime, she was like, my mom is saying I have to leave. And I was like, what do you mean you have to leave? Like, I haven't walked out yet, you know? Like, can't you wait? And she's like, I'm sorry, my mom says I have to go. So she left, and she didn't see me walk out.
Was she, like, kind of lying when she said that she had to go?
No. She had to go because her stepbrother was on court at a different school.
Oh.
But even though she wasn't lying, and, you know, I was still mad because, you know, being on court was a big deal for me. You know, freshman, sophomore year, I never wanted to be on court. And then because I started gaining confidence over the course of high school, I was proud of myself for being on court. And I wanted other people to be there to be proud of me. So the fact that she wasn't just hurt.
Yeah, there's absolutely no problem in wanting people to be proud of you. I mean, when I worked at Scarefest, I wanted everyone to go because I wanted everyone to see me, like, in my element.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm sorry she couldn't be there for you.
And, like, the dance the next day, I was still kind of mad at her, so I didn't have as good a time as I expected to in the weeks leading up to the dance.
With me, with both homecoming and coming home, so I wasn't involved in, like, the school barely at all, freshman and sophomore year, or junior year, until, like, the end, but I only went to one homecoming, and it was senior year. It was just Link and I. We went to, let's see, what did we do? We went to the game the night before. I think we did. Yeah, we did. And he didn't come back to the school yet. This is before he came back. So he was just a guest. And I remember, I think I actually texted you asking me, like, because you had taken one of your previous friends to the school when they didn't.
Oh, yes.
It just clicked in my head.
Yeah, so I had asked you, like, what's, like, the form or something, and then you told me about it. I went to the school, I got the guest form, and we went to dinner before.
Ooh.
I think after that, we just drove to homecoming, and we it was really boring for us, honestly.
To be fair, a lot of those like high school dances, I feel like if you're popular, you have a good time. If you're not popular, it's hit or miss.
Exactly. So, because I remember walking in, and we went into the cafeteria, which is where the dance floor was. Everyone was piled in the middle, and like 90% of them weren't even dancing. They were just standing there.
That part always like weirded me out about the dances is that like it's a dance.
Like, you felt weird if you were dancing.
Until, there would always be like a couple people that started dancing and that would get the other people going, but like I wanted to dance, but I just didn't want to be the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually at the beginning of the dance, they don't really play any good songs.
No. They finally played TikTok by Kesha, and I was like, finally a good song. The fog machine that day too.
Oh my god. It choked you out.
Oh my
like I could not see like 5 feet in front of me. I thought I was going crazy.
Yeah, so
that whole cafeteria was choking me out because it was so hot and sweaty in there.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, so the weekend before homecoming, Link and I had gone to Scarefest. This was before I worked there. Scarefest sometimes in their hub area they go a little too crazy with their fog machine, and it was like 11 o'clock at night. We were cold, we were tired because we were waiting in a queue for a while, and their fog machine was just over the top. So just a week later when we went to homecoming, we got very horrible deja vu. So yeah, that was my thing with homecoming. I never went to a single coming home dance. I feel like I didn't miss too much though by not going.
You probably didn't.
You probably didn't. It genuinely, one of the best moments to homecoming or coming home was either getting ready or
leaving and getting McDonald's.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Vividly, me and Izzy still talk about this. Was it with the fries or was it the nuggets?
It was the nuggets. We went to McDonald's after homecoming. We went to and we got fries and nuggets. The fries weren't that good. They weren't salty enough. But the nuggets,
they were so crisp.
My god.
Warm. Oh,
they were delicious.
Whoever was on Fryer that day, you were amazing.
Put that in the tally. Amazing.
Amazing. What about Spirit Week?
I think I started participating a lot more during senior year.
I started participating more during junior year because for homecoming it was like the movies thing.
Oh yeah.
And so like I was really excited about like the Barbie day, and it was a good time. And then I mean most of the Spirit Week themes were kind of
lame.
But either way, because I think this applies to both of us because we were both starting to become more confident in ourselves. We were like willing to dress up and participate instead of freshman year when it was like, I don't want to look like a fool in front of the entire school.
There's more Spirit Week participation as you get older. It's not just us, but like the whole grade itself participates more. Because like freshman year, barely anybody wanted to dress up but the popular kids.
Right.
And then when you got to senior year, that's when like probably at least 70% of the grade, maybe 60.
I made a point to try and dress up for every day. I did that for the like Christmas Spirit Days too, where I was like, I do want to participate in this, and I tried my best to. I don't really remember many of the Spirit Days senior year though.
Oh yeah, and sorry, what were you gonna say?
No, nothing.
Oh, speaking of Christmas, the Winter Olympics, did you guys enjoy that?
I did, because I got a first place medal.
I did video games all 3 years, and I got on the podium all 3 years.
Awesome.
Yeah, sophomore year I won second place. Junior year I won first. and then senior year I got third.
I think senior year, I did an escape room with Claire. And I think we got second place. We got second place by literally 5 seconds.
5 seconds.
It ticked me off so bad.
I think, were you on the podium for something junior year?
I think it was snowflake making.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
I did karaoke senior year, and I didn't even do normal karaoke where you read the lyrics. I had the song memorized. I sang Yakko's World from the Animaniacs. Yeah. I had it memorized, and it was so funny because everyone, there weren't that many people in the room, but everyone in that room was just I'm exaggerating, in awe of how I had the entire thing memorized.
Oh.
And I got first place. I tied with Zakia, because she sang Almost There from The Princess and the Frog beautifully. That girl can sing.
She got pipes.
She can sing. She was in choir for a reason. So we got first place together because the choir teacher and the band director, they couldn't choose between us.
They couldn't choose.
They couldn't choose between us because obviously the band director would be a little more biased towards me and the choir director would be more biased towards Zakia. So they just were like, okay, well, you both win. And we were happy about it. We both got our first place medal, stood up on that podium together.
Zakia is a great person to share a first place medal with, that's for sure.
Especially for something like karaoke.
Yeah. Especially for something like that. And for me, too, when I won first place my junior year, that was a great moment for me because I just thought it was really cool to see the whole school, especially your entire grade, clap and cheer for you.
It's such a nice feeling, especially if you're someone who isn't that popular.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe it's a little self-centered or I don't know. But I don't know. It's just a nice feeling when everyone there is
appreciating you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Because the other times where your whole grade would cheer for you is if you were on court, but court can be hard to get into because people have to vote for you.
I struggled to get onto court because I tried to junior year and I didn't.
Right.
For coming home junior year, me and a friend, we were gonna do a winter guard routine if we got in for the mock rock, and then we didn't, and she ended up doing it. She got on court. She ended up doing it with someone else.
Yeah. That's how I felt senior year when Link got on court. And I didn't.
Yeah, that feeling does stink. And I did talk to Link a good amount about, being on court when we were, because, oh my god, I kind of wish you were on court, because then I would have had more people to talk with, but everyone in that room, they were just so, annoying. There were only, 2 people who weren't.
Link was one, who was the other?
Link was one, the other one was Caden.
Oh, my second cousin. Okay.
And she was pretty nice. She was kind of the one that everyone in quotes put in charge, I guess.
Yeah.
But other people on court, they were either popular or just kind of stuck up. And I remember we were trying to figure out something to do for one of the songs for the mock rock, and I pitched an idea. And this one girl goes, "That's dumb." And I asked why. And she's like, "It just is." And I'm like, "Okay, well, can you give me a reason?" She's like, "It just is." So it was just if you're not going to give me a good reason, why say anything? And no one else in that room stuck up for me. They all just kind of looked at me. I felt like an outcast, probably in a similar way Link did, because I wasn't popular. I was known, but I wasn't known for being a cool person. In elementary school and middle school, I was the weird kid. I was the weird art kid.
Yeah, I get that. I think, with everyone in our grade, I think we, everyone knew who we were, but we weren't, a hot topic. No one would talk about us.
Considering how small of a class we had, it was hard for us not to know everyone.
Not trying to get stereotypical, but a lot of the popular kids in our class were all, athletes, if that makes sense.
Yep. There was also like popular people never really made sense to me in high school just because I don't know, when you come from such a small town like we do, what's the point in being popular?
I wouldn't say that it made high school easier for them because they probably had a lot of pressure on them. Like,
That and like the popular kids, I mean, they were the ones who did all kinds of stuff. They did sports. A lot of them did youth and government.
They did a lot of academics.
A lot of them did AP US history.
yeah, right. So they were also really smart too, because usually, like, down in like major cities, popular kids are very dumb. It's kind of a stereotype, but like
There's
my dad.
definitely some I can think of who fit that stereotype though.
Yeah, well, my dad would just tell me that like when he was younger, all of the popular kids in his school were very not the smartest, and all of like the smart kids were very quiet. But in our school in particular, it definitely seemed like the popular kids were the smart
Smart
kids,
ones.
because a lot of them were like high honors. A lot of them got like scholarships. I remember when I went to um awards night, it was like a handful of like 15, like 10 kids on rotation getting so many awards while the rest of us kind of sat there.
I mean, our valedictorian and salutatorian were popular. Like
Yeah.
they were popular people, and I guess I'm glad that, you know, we didn't go to like a stereotypical movie high school where it's like all the popular guys are dumb jocks and all the popular girls are preppy and, you know.
One thing I will say about the popular kids though is that like they at least were not jerks. Like
Most of them.
most of them were not. They like I used to be friends with some of them in elementary and middle school, but I just fell out of their I mean, as I got older, I just because they kind of used to help me a lot because I struggled with education back in the day, but
Yeah.
they just fell
Yeah.
out of that style of social, I guess. No, I mean, the majority of them weren't jerks. I could still talk to them at times. I mean, yeah, there
Yeah.
were some of them that me in particular I did not want to talk to. At least I didn't have a problem with the majority of them. More so I was just jealous of them, but
I
senior
think
year,
that's reasonable.
sorry.
I think that's reasonable to be jealous of them.
Yeah. And if you guys are one of them and you're watching this, we do not hate you. We don't. We're just voicing our opinions as students who weren't the most popular.
Sure. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't hate any of them, but I do strongly dislike a couple of them. So I'm just like,
Yeah.
it's
Oh.
fine.
Good number that I could
Anyway,
So moving
I-
on from this long talk about popular kids,
yes.
do you guys remember Day in Detroit?
I do remember
I
Day in
do.
Detroit. We only went junior year though, because senior year we were doing Mary Poppins, so we couldn't go.
Oh,
But I very much remember junior year Day in Detroit.
yeah. So
I remember our group.
I was not a part of your group.
so Izzy and I have some tea to spill.
Oh,
So
I mean, don't get me wrong, that was a fun trip, but oh my god.
oh boy. So to start things off, there was Day in Detroit was it was basically a field trip that our school planned where we had like groups of students. How would you describe Day in Detroit specifically? Because I'm bad at
got
explaining things sometimes.
Cultural awareness to a lot of things. Like we were exposed to things we normally wouldn't be able to go to unless we drive, all the way down in Detroit.
And it was nice because it was, you know, it was cheap for that kind of field trip. Like, wasn't it only like $25
I
or
think you
something? Like
yeah, and
20
you had to
bucks.
pay for your food too.
that. So it was like kind of cost effective because, you know, you only got to pay like $20 and then pay for your food for a whole day where you get to, go to a nice restaurant, and then you get to see museums, and then like live theater. Like those aren't things that the everyday person can afford to go see. So the fact that
Especially
our
like,
our little school was able to do that for us is nice.
yeah, especially rural schools that don't get the best access to funding.
Yeah, I was actually surprised that they were able to, put that on multiple years in a row too. Just because, like, what do you mean they put on Day in Detroit, but like the the band instruments were so bad. They were in such bad shape.
But yeah, so how Day in Detroit was structured was there was like basically it was like 100 kids in the school would get to go to Detroit with a group of friends, and we'd have a chaperone who was most of the time a staff member. Izzy and I got the Izzy and I were fortunate to be part of the same group.
And we had a really good chaperone too because we had the choir director.
We did. We had the choir teacher. Our friend Morgan was also in the group, but the problem started before Day in Detroit even began. So
I had a completely different story for you guys.
So, first of all, I will say this. It was an all-girls group except me. I already felt a little meh because I was the only guy.
Yeah.
I mean, not that it's a bad thing I'm in a group full of all girls, but it was just a little weird, I guess you could say.
I could see that being a problem. I mean, not a problem, but like a little weird.
Yeah, it was just a little awkward at times. It was still fun, though. I still had a lot of fun.
At
But
least the group of all girls, most of them were girls that you were friends with.
yeah.
Most.
We all know who that one isn't.
Yeah, so someone in our group had made a Snapchat group chat. Say that 10 times fast. Snapchat group chat.
Group chat.
They made a group chat on Snapchat. And all of us were in the group, and one thing that our group had to agree on was which restaurant you want to eat at in Detroit. And it was specifically, it had to be in Greektown.
Yeah.
And there were a good amount of like choices, but where the problem started was for me in particular, I'm a very picky eater.
I am as well.
And I guess not just we didn't want to go somewhere where, there weren't going to be food options for us. We were trying to find a place that everyone could agree on. And for the most part, everyone in the group was very, like, accommodating about it. Like, yeah, let's find somewhere we can all agree on.
Right. So, because I had eaten at a specific restaurant in Detroit before, I suggested Pegasus because I had eaten there before, and I just knew that there were some other options if people specifically did not like Greek food. Like, they had burgers there, they had a salad there, I think they had a couple other options. So, I specifically requested Pegasus, but, and it was also not the most expensive restaurant. I mean,
that's true.
It's hard to find someplace cheap in Greektown because it is Greektown.
But if you do your research ahead of time, you can definitely find a slightly more cost-effective option.
Right. I mean, Pegasus wasn't the cheapest either, but definitely cheaper than what someone in our group suggested, which was Fishbones.
This girl.
Price range for fish bones is $50 to $100 per person.
And not everyone in our small town can afford that.
And also, not everyone in our small group likes fish. Hello? What?
Yeah. I think Zakia, who couldn't go on the trip, because she had, I think, a medical condition she was dealing with.
I was so bummed about that.
Yeah, but I think she said she looked at the menu and it was all seafood.
Which, for anyone else, for someone who loves seafood, that's great. You go there, you can afford it, have a great time.
I'd probably find a salmon.
I don't like seafood, and I don't, like, the only seafood I eat is salmon, and even that, like, I don't eat that much. It kind of freaks me out.
I mean, salmon is delicious, and recently I found out I liked calamari, but this lady in our group, not gonna say her name, but she wanted fish bones really, really badly, and she got a different girl in our grade to be on her side about fish bones. She really wanted fish bones, and when we were because we had other options rather than just Pegasus and Fishbones. We discussed, I think it was the Golden Fleece, it was called. And
then I think we also discussed the one that Lexi's group went to.
The Greek.
Yeah, we talked
Greek.
about that one, like, for a little bit, I think.
yeah, we did. We talked about the Greek. We talked about Firebird Tavern as well. Lady in particular did not agree with any of those. She specifically wanted to go to Fishbones and just Fishbones. And she texted something very... She said that the choir teacher was set on Fishbones. Like, she wanted Fishbones. Well, we went to the choir teacher the next day. She said, I don't even know what that place is.
Just telling damn lies, dude. That girl was just telling lies.
She got mad that we didn't agree with her, that she started to, like, call us bad names. She, like, took a picture and was like, fuck y'all, with, like, her middle fingers up, and she left the group chat.
And it was just, like, such a stupid ordeal over a restaurant.
Over a restaurant.
And was there seafood at Pegasus?
Yes.
Then she could have had all the fucking seafood she wanted, and she made a big deal out of wanting to go to Fishbones for no reason.
Well, I actually found out the next day, or not the next day, but when we went on day in Detroit, she was allergic to feta cheese. And if you know Greek food, it's cooked in feta cheese.
Yes.
But she never mentioned that. She never told us that. Because if she told us that, we would have accommodated for that.
I think if she had told us that, we probably still wouldn't have gone to Fishbones, but, like, we
maybe
could have
not gone to Pegasus, because that's what we ended up going to.
Yeah.
We ended up going to Pegasus, and I liked Pegasus, but I've been there before, so I was biased.
I didn't hate it. I think I got this, like, feta pasta thing, and it was the only thing on the menu I would have eaten, and it was okay.
Morgan got some, like, casserole, and she did not like it.
But she also got, like, a broccoli soup, and she loved it.
Didn't she get flan, too? No, tiramisu.
I just know that didn't they, like, forget Morgan's order, and, like, I think she was scared to speak up, so one of us had to do it for her.
No.
Oh, no?
No, it was she didn't like her order, and she didn't want to tell them.
Anyway, I mean, like, Day in Detroit, it was a lot of fun. When the actual day happened and we did go to Pegasus, I found it a good experience, and I mean, our group could have been worse.
Yeah, there was, however, one more person Morgan and I in particular did have problems with.
Don't worry, I had problems with her too. She just didn't target me.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna say her name. We're just gonna call her Count Stockula.
Count Stockula.
So Count Stockula, she was a girl in our grade who really, really wanted to be friends with Morgan and I, and would sometimes text us, like, just weird things that didn't really make sense.
She did that to me for a little bit, but not as much as she did it for you guys. It was just because Morgan and I had English with her.
Gotcha.
She did it to me for a little bit too, and then proceeded to go, you can go ahead and unadd me if you want.
Yeah.
And
she did the same thing with me.
I'm mean like that, and I'm petty like that. I did.
I was too nervous, too. I mean, it was fine when we went to the Detroit Institution of Arts, which was our first destination, but we went to the Henry Ford Museum afterwards. That's when it got bad, because Morgan and I wanted to branch off on our own and go do our own thing.
I forgot that there's...
We weren't dating, by the way. Morgan and I were not dating. I never had a girlfriend in high school. We were just friends, but we wanted to go off and do our own thing, and she was following us.
And I remember that because I think I was walking with you at one point, and she was somewhere else, and you were talking to me about it.
Yeah, because Morgan and I were being followed,
You were being
and we were
Stockula.
Count Stockula, and we were too afraid to tell her to back off.
Because it's not in your nature.
No. I mean,
Nights are a lot more
when we went to dinner at Pegasus, She asked me a lot of weird questions. Like, she asked me for my phone number. I politely declined. Um,
Good.
I did not want her to have my phone number. And she asked me also just like, she asked me like what my parents' names were, what my grandparents' names were, and just trying to find out some like personal information that I wasn't comfortable sharing.
Hey, unrelated. What's your social security number and mother's maiden name?
I think she asked what my mom's maiden name was, but I don't think she asked. She definitely didn't ask for my social security number.
I just thought she was trying to get me for fraud or something.
Hey, what was the name of your first elementary school and the name of your childhood pet? Like, she's
I don't
gonna
think
try
you
and
need
hack
to
your bank
know.
account.
You don't need to know that. You don't need to know. And then that was really it with her. But getting to the actual good part of the trip, we got to go to the Detroit Opera House and see Wicked. Not the
Oh my god, it's
movie,
so
the
good.
play.
This was before the movie came out.
It was
Like a
before
year
the movie
before.
came out.
It was great.
It
Oh
was,
my
and
god.
I don't. Sometimes when I go to theater, I do get a little bored, but this one, it was really fun. I actually enjoyed it, especially since it was like, Wicked is related to the Wizard of Oz. It's I don't know because it's not really a prequel because it kind of
It's
happens
It's
alongside
like
it as well.
simultaneous. It's a different perspective.
it kind
Yeah,
of is like an unofficial prequel. It's just a musical version of someone's fan fiction.
yeah, kind of.
It basically is. I mean,
Hmm.
and also the Wicked book is way different than the Wicked musical. So
It's kind of a parallel universe. I'd almost say it's even parallel. It's parallel to the Wizard of Oz because the characters act a lot different than they do in the Wizard of Oz.
definitely,
So, I mean, it could just be an alternate universe, but
I think so.
who knows? It's really up to interpretation.
I loved seeing Wicked. I loved the music. I loved the last like a bit of the show when I could see the top of the band director's head in the pit orchestra and the top of his baton. I don't know if you remember that, but I got real hyped at the end of the musical. I was sitting right next to you and Morgan, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And I start conducting.
uh, yeah, that was fun. Lexi, what was your side of the story with Day in Detroit? Because you were in another group.
It was in another group.
Ooh.
I was in a group with me, a few friends, and my then boyfriend. Um, with how Day in Detroit was, you got to choose different options to go and see. So while you guys were at the Detroit Institute of Arts, I was at the Fox Theater getting a tour behind the stage, getting to see everything, and it was gorgeous, stunning. Um,
I almost wish we
my
did
favorite,
that instead.
I
yeah.
do too a little bit.
Um, One of my favorite stories from like them telling us about the Fox Theater was that the husband who was building the theater, his wife loved playing cards, and so in each corner of the theater you could see a different kind of like suit of card. And I
Oh,
just thought that.
okay.
And behind the Fox Theater, there's a wall of autographs where you can see who has performed there and their signature. It was cool.
Mm.
I didn't spot anyone I knew though. um, and then after that, we got to go to the Henry Ford Museum, which I grew up near Detroit, so I've already been
Same.
there. And I've been there multiple times beforehand, so I just kind of let my then boyfriend drag me around to wherever he wanted to go.
Yeah, I went there in
What
second grade, so I've already been there before, but it was cool to see it again and get a different perspective on it when you're older.
Hmm.
What I liked about it is that we didn't have to stick with our groups at the Henry Ford,
Yeah.
so I was able to go find a friend who was in the band directors group, and we spent the entire time at the Henry Ford walking arm in arm as if we were like 1800 like sisters.
I don't know if you guys bought any souvenirs on this trip, but I definitely bought a souvenir for me and my then boyfriend. And the hoodie, it was a hoodie each. It was like $80 a hoodie.
Funny on
It's
him.
like
I did.
$160.
Just yeah, it was like $160. And
Wow.
then um after that we went to for food, we went to the Greek It was a nice place. It was really nice. I do, however, have to say my group was the obnoxious loud group, and it was not because of me. It was because a few other people in there. We got this like feta cheese that got lit on fire with the. It was so
Saganaki.
good.
Saganaki. That is my favorite
Yeah.
appetizer ever, alongside dough
Um,
balls. Sorry, I
uh,
just had to say that.
That's such a this town thing.
yeah. And then I got the lamb chops. It was so good. And I remember specifically in that restaurant, they had a one stall bathroom,
Ooh.
and it's like a one way glass. Like, so you couldn't, on the outside you couldn't see in, but on the inside you could see everyone on the outside. So if they were waiting on the outside, you could see them staring into the glass.
They've
Oh.
And I had to use the bathroom, so I'm in there, and then I hear another one in my group, and she goes, "Lexi!" But she couldn't see me, but I could see her. Um, so yeah, that was that.
That would freak me out. That would make me think that they could see me.
Yep.
I wouldn't
and
want
then
to use the bathroom.
We walked to the theater place, and I just gotta say, since I've grown up near Detroit, there's certain mannerisms you don't do.
I
You know what I'm talking about, right?
yes, and I had a problem with that my
Yeah.
second year at
Um,
day in Detroit. I'm not going to elaborate, but yes, when you're
yeah.
in Detroit, you have to definitely have to behave a certain way.
You have to behave a certain way. You have to act a certain way. Um,
Right.
like for me, there was this person in my group specifically that kept acting wrong.
And that's
I would say.
dangerous in Detroit because you can be there are people around that will not like what you say, and people in Detroit are not like people where we live. They're
Exactly.
not going to let
Like
it slide. They
the
and they don't
hillbilly here, they'll let it slide. They'll do anything.
right.
Down in Detroit, you're gonna get jumped.
And they don't care if you're with a school.
Yeah.
They don't.
It was ticking me off because I was telling them, don't do that, don't do that. Like I grew up around here, do not act like that.
Right.
What also ticked me off was the fact that no one understood city rules.
Yeah.
Like in the city, you don't have to wait until the crosswalk turns green to go. Like it, yeah, you probably should, but like no one really respects it.
No, people just go.
Yeah, and we were waiting at this stoplight for like a good almost 5 minutes before I was like, I'm just gonna cross.
I mean, like, I guess I can understand, like, a school group where they have an adult chaperoning would want the group to follow, like, street rules. But I know that, like, I mean, I had classes in Grand Rapids this school year, and if I had to cross the street, I was like, I just make sure there's no cars. I didn't care if the crosswalk wasn't green yet.
Yep.
Moving on from Day in Detroit, there
Hey,
wasn't
I
too
have
much.
a fun side story with the theater.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
It's okay. So you know how there's always an intermission
Yeah, yeah,
in
yeah.
the musical theater. So I was sitting there and I was like, wow, this is really fun and interesting. And they said, okay, now we're gonna go on a break. And I guess my then boyfriend at the time didn't hear it or wasn't paying attention that well. Because he grabs me and he goes, okay, let's go. And he starts taking me to the coat rack. And I was like, what are you doing? And he goes, that's the end of the play, isn't it? And I go, no, that's an intermission.
It's only halfway over,
It's
bro.
only halfway over. And he goes,
Oh.
oh. And then we got popcorn and went back.
The other did you guys go on any other big field trips excluding Cedar Point?
Um,
I went on one for the Renaissance leadership team.
Okay.
We got to go to one of the colleges. I think the last one we went to was CMU. And
Okay.
we got to learn about how and what it was and things we could do to improve the school. Because what the leadership team there was to plan events for the school, like because someone earned good grades or someone did good stuff and you like are a part of this
Right.
tier.
Yeah, I
Which
earned
is, like,
Renaissance every year,
class.
so.
But yeah.
Loki was a little classic.
Loki was a little classist, but like, yeah. I don't think there's any other ones. You
Oh, I
got
think
to
I
go.
I think I made Renaissance gold senior year.
Hey, nice. I never left silver.
I was gold every year except for like the end of senior year or something, and I'm like, how did that even happen?
moved
Why
Did you
am I
drop to silver?
I dropped to silver,
Yeah, they moved it
Oh.
up.
which is stupid because I graduated with a 3.7.
Oh wait, no, maybe I was silver all year. Yeah, I think I was.
I graduated with a 3.7, and the deadline for gold, or the mark off for gold used to be like a 3.5, I think.
Yeah, they
Mm.
changed.
Maybe it was
did-
like absences.
No, I didn't.
No, you were on time.
I never missed school.
Izzy rarely missed school or skipped classes. I think
Oh, I didn't skip class ever.
I senior year did skip one specific class, two specific classes.
I didn't skip class. I was a goody two shoes. I graduated with
same
high
way.
honors. I didn't get any write ups. I never got suspended. I was a goody two shoes.
I was the same way.
Senior year, I skipped senior capstone and freaking sports literature. I hated sports literature. Oh my god. But I was also going through a rough time at that time.
You were.
So all the teachers knew what was going on and why I was just taking a break.
So they didn't care that she skipped until it got to a point.
But Science C was cared. I was late by literally 2 minutes because I was in the guidance office crying, and she marked me late.
You didn't get a note.
Yeah, she marked me absent actually. And then because they call your parents if
Yeah.
you skip if you aren't marked there. I got yelled at by my dad.
Ooh,
Mm.
But I was there, father. I was just
2 minutes late.
2 minutes late. I skipped those classes at that time. Also, senior capstone. It was just you get to talk to a lot of colleges and see what was there.
Okay.
It was basically already a free period, and I spent most of it in the AP art room. They had a couch in there. I took a nap.
What field trip did you say you were going on for the Renaissance?
It was the Renaissance. It was like a slideshow of showing of like what ideas you could do for your school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I went there. It was me, a few others, and like they tried to get a lot of kids from different backgrounds to be a part of it.
I gotcha.
I actually was one of the starting members. I was there when it started. Yeah.
All right.
And then Izzy has had other field trips.
I've had a couple. I got to go see Legally Blonde, the musical, at Grand Valley State University with my drama class my junior year. That was a fun experience. I mean, the musical was very fun. The way there, it was the drama teacher driving, and she was like, "You guys need to get off your phones. You know, back in my day, we talked to each other in the car." And I'm like, "Okay, well." I was just trying to draw, and then she said that, and I was like, well, I guess I won't draw anymore.
Guess I won't draw.
And then we went to McDonald's, and it was your friend TJ. He ordered a cookie tote for all of us, and it took so long.
Oh.
The teacher was starting to get tired of him, but he got it, and he shared it with all of us, so that was great. And then
He seems like the person that would do that.
That was the first time I ever had a McDonald's cookie. It was delicious. And then the musical was really fun. I've seen it twice now actually because senior year the whole like choir went to go see Legally Blonde at SVSU, and I tagged along. Me and a couple other band kids tagged along, and it was great. I think I liked it better at SVSU than I did at GVSU, because the GVSU was like a club thing, and the SVSU one was more like a full production. Other than that, I don't know if I really have many like field trips. Oh, I did get to go see a Holocaust museum.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember where it was, but it was. I've been to the big Holocaust Museum in DC before,
Hmm.
and I kind of wish I remembered more about it so I could compare.
Isn't there one? Isn't there a big one in Germany too?
Yes, and I've actually also been to a concentration camp in Germany.
Okay.
I toured. It was the first one.
Hmm.
So it is a subject that does. Are you good?
I'm just cold.
Okay.
You can't see it, but I was like
She's
shaking,
jittering over here.
jittering.
Hello. Um, it is a subject that interests me. I mean, my family used to live in Europe, and when my oldest brother was in like middle school, he's like 12 years old. My mom actually took him out of school for a day to go tour a different concentration camp, and he learned a lot from the experience. I don't want to say he had a good time because obviously it's you got to think about the history of it, but
It's
like
a sensitive
I think
topic.
he had a good time in the sense that he got to learn about history, about an event that was terrible, that can never be repeated, hopefully. Like it should never be repeated.
Yeah.
And it's just
Never.
like it's something that I think a kid needs to learn about. Because we can't just hide kids from these sensitive topics, these bad things, because they're things that happen. They need to be taught so they don't repeat.
Right. Right. They
So
shouldn't.
the fact that I've been to all of these places regarding the Holocaust, it was very interesting to me getting to take a history of the Holocaust class in high school, and then for it was I think for my AP Lang class in senior year, I got to go see a Holocaust museum, and it was interesting.
Yeah, I've never been to one. I went to a Titanic museum, but
I recommend it if you can, because it gives you. I feel like it gives you a feeling and an emotion that you can't describe.
that's
I
kind
mean,
of how I
walking,
felt with the Titanic because obviously it wasn't. I mean, it was still a tragedy, but there weren't as not as big as the Holocaust, but still, it is
it's
something.
it's an event in history that we can't just forget about.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people like it's an event where a lot of people have lost their lives, and it's a sensitive topic, and it's something that it's like something that you should know about, so you don't repeat it,
Right.
like you had described earlier. Um,
Those who know history are bound to repeat it.
Correct. And my mom, when we went to the Titanic museum, she saw a fridge magnet and she said, "Why would you get?" She like felt bad about getting it because she's like, "Why would you celebrate something like this?"
Souvenirs for museums like that, you it has to be handled delicately.
Yeah.
The when I toured the concentration camp I went to in Germany. Oh man, I don't remember the name. Hold on. I need to figure out the name of it. But
Auschwitz.
no, it wasn't Auschwitz. Auschwitz is in Poland.
Oh yeah,
Auschwitz is
that's
the
right.
Oh, Dachau. That's what it's called, Dachau. So that was the first concentration camp that they, ever established. And it did have like I'm gonna say like in quotes a gift shop, but it was like a bookstore. And that's kind of what made it interesting to me is they had a German section, they had an English section, which is very nice because we were in Germany. I wasn't expecting English. Um, they had an English section full of so many books about events from the Holocaust, survivors from the Holocaust, stories about the Holocaust. And my mom and I got a couple books. I got it's a graphic novel adaptation of Anne Frank's diary.
Oh, okay.
I need to finish reading it. And then she got a full collection of this book series called Mouse, and it is a biographical graphic novel about the author's father, who was a Holocaust survivor. And it does this really interesting thing where it portrays the Jewish people as mice and the Nazis as cats.
Okay.
So, and it's got this really stylized look, but it's still a biography. So, like, super, quote souvenirs like that, like it needs to be handled delicately, and I think the concentration camp handled it well, and the Titanic Museum, it sounds like it did not.
It's just like my mom said. It just sounds pretty disrespectful to get something like a fridge magnet. And our tour guide actually for the Titanic one, that was in Ireland, by the way. He said that he had went to Auschwitz, in Poland, and they had a fridge magnet there, too.
Oh,
That's maybe they changed it now, but
I
yeah,
wouldn't
that's
know. I've never,
Gone to
been
them.
there. Maybe someday I will, just to see it.
but still, that's not.
Have you seen people on like social media? They'll go to Auschwitz and they'll like take a picture at the front as if it's like a photography location.
Yeah, like don't like stand in front of like the sign and like dab or do like the peace sign or like the rocker. Do that at Scarefest.
I even think that they should allow photography at Auschwitz. I don't know if they do. I mean, people take pictures outside, but I don't know if I've seen that many from
But-
inside. But like, I don't think they should allow it because it's a place where millions of people were either slaves or died.
If you want to take like photography, like a funny picture with your friends, just don't do it at a place like this. Do
Of
it
course.
at like an actual like scenic location or
Go find a trail.
Go find somewhere.
go in the mountains. Do it do it in the mountains.
And trust me, I mean, I know Auschwitz is in Poland, but trust me, Germany is beautiful.
Oh, without a
is.
doubt.
It is one of the most like gorgeous locations I've ever been to, besides maybe Italy. I don't remember Italy that well, but like when I went to Germany, we were there right in the ass crack of summer, so it was like 90 every day. But we it was just so like beautiful. I have so many pictures of like the mountains, the hills, the trees, and then castles. There's castles there.
I got to visit one when I was in Ireland, but it's just
Anyway, that's
you,
those
what?
are my field trip experiences. That's about it.
With mine, other than the last one, which we're going to talk about, I mean, I already talked in my esports podcast. I already talked about the field trip to Kettering.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did a couple of field trips for welding, but I want to save it for that episode. But I think the final Cedar Point trip right before graduation is worth talking about.
I think so. Yeah.
So we all were on the Cedar Point field trip, and the group I started with, I will say this, is not the group I ended with.
Yeah.
I think I know what the group you ended with was.
So me, Kendra, Morgan, and a couple of our friends were together at the start. We went on the Magnum, and we got some food, but Kendra and Morgan and her friends went off on their own, which just left me, Kendra, and another one of our friends who wasn't really having a good time there. Kendra and I just started feeling very uncomfortable, so when we got to the halfway point where we all had to meet at the Millennium Force just to make sure everyone was still at the park, Kendra and I saw Lexi, Izzy, and Nev, and we're like, can we go with you guys? You guys said yes, so we just stayed with you the rest of the trip at Cedar Point, and it was fun.
I think it worked out really well because we kind of had a mixture of people in our group. Like you and Lexi were very big on like, I want to go on rides. I'm gonna have a lot of fun.
Mhm.
Nev and Kendra were kind of like, they didn't not go on rides, but they, a little more afraid of heights. They just, they
Mhm.
kind of wanted to chill out. And then I was mostly on their side. I went on that swing ride and it was fun. But I mean,
Loved how high we were.
I liked the just getting to have a chill day with my friends and eat
Mhm.
food, overpriced food, and just have a good time, peruse the gift shops and buy nothing.
That food was really overpriced. Why did I pay $25 for like 2 things?
Yeah, I think I remember we went to Starbucks, and
Yes.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I got anything, but I think I I was sick that day.
Oh, hey, did you ride in the vans or did you ride on the bus?
I rode on the bus.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
no,
remember?
no, don't you guys remember? I was sitting in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Do you remember the ride down where everyone was just so
Yes.
Loud.
loud and annoying?
Yes, I remember that.
Well, do you remember the ride back up where everyone was still loud and annoying, even though we were trying to sleep, dude? It was
Yeah, I
late.
remember that. I had my AirPods in though, so and my AirPods had noise cancellation,
Lucky.
Lucky bitch.
and I had my
It
Switch.
I had a good time on that trip, apart from the bus rides, I think, because I don't know. Like I was tired the bus ride there because it was the ass crack of the morning. I was tired on the way back because we had just spent a whole day, walking around on our feet, doing stuff, eating food. Like I was tired. And
Mm-hmm.
it didn't help that we went to McDonald's on the way back and like I don't think they planned on everyone eating in there. And then everyone did.
Mm-hmm. I walked back
And
to
then
the bus.
I got my food and I went back to the bus. I don't even think you got off the bus, Lexi. I think I got your food for you.
I think you got me fries.
Yeah, I got Lexi's food for her, and then I did have to go back out to get something else. I don't remember. No, I had to order something, and then I was trying to order on the kiosk, and then one of the employees was like, "It might be just faster if you come up to the counter," so I did.
Um,
But like, it was just annoying.
yeah, and at Cedar Point, we went on that swing ride. I think did Kendra go on it too, or was it just the three of us?
It's just the three of us.
That's right, because I rode
If
with a stranger.
if Kendra had gone on it with us, you wouldn't have had to sit next to a random person.
He was cool though.
Random
He
person
talked
hit
to
it
me.
off.
As we're yapping.
Yeah, we were. But then after that, Lexi and I wanted to go on a roller coaster, so we ditched the group.
It's okay. It's funny to say you ditched us, but we did not care. Like we were fine doing our own thing.
We went on that roller coaster, and I've never felt so worried for Gabe. Like genuinely, I thought he was gonna hit his head on this pole that was really close. 'Cause Gabe's like really tall, taller than me, and I was like, "Oh my god, he's gonna hit his head, and I'm gonna have to like save him." Oh my god! It was not the ride that I was worried about. It was literally Gabe.
Although I'm sure people taller than me have been on that ride and they're completely
Oh,
fine.
Most definitely.
It's probably like an illusion almost, where like
Yeah.
it looks cooler than it actually is.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
while it looks like it's only like 6 inches away from my head, it's probably like 5 foot away from my head, maybe even more.
Something crazy like that.
Um, but yeah, no, that was the first time I went on the Gatekeeper, and it was really, really fun. I remember being disappointed because the camera malfunctioned and
We didn't get to see our photo.
we didn't get to see our photo.
That sucks.
I probably would have looked a little constipated. I'm not gonna lie. I think I was like, oh shoot, I need to breathe. That's right. Because when you go that fast, I forget. Like you forget to breathe.
At that point, I feel like the air should just force its way into your nostrils.
Right.
Why did we want to go on it? Were we just like kind of, I wouldn't say bored, but like we wanted to go on a roller coaster?
Yeah, I said I wanted to go on a roller coaster before I left.
And she knew I wouldn't do it.
So you finally had someone in your group who would do it.
Yeah.
She knew Nev and I weren't going to do it because Nev's afraid of heights and gets motion sick, and I'm terrified of everything. So,
Yeah. So that kind of wraps it up for the Cedar Point trip. Before we get to graduation, I do want to say this. So, because I have a memory I wanted to share in high school, but what would you say is the absolute worst moment in high school that you feel comfortable sharing on the podcast?
Well, I've already kind of talked about mine. It was just, losing friends sophomore year.
Okay.
Because, I mean, that did take a toll on me. I mean, I will say, like, 4 years later, I'm still not completely, like, I'm over it, but I'm, like, I don't think I've fully recovered from the effects of it. So, like, that was one of the worst things that happened to me, and It's the reason I started going to therapy. Luckily, it's not the reason I need to go back to therapy. um, and while I think that the events of it helped lead me to be a better person in the end, it definitely sucked.
Yeah, I can see that being a huge reason why, or I can see why that can have a lasting impact, because I've also lost friends in high school, and to
And
this,
it stinks.
yeah, senior year in particular, there was a guy who kind of pretended to be my friend the entire year, and I just eventually found out that he was playing me for a fool the whole time. I'm sorry that that you had to go through that sophomore year. I've had experience with that, but maybe not to that level, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, it's obviously not something I would wish on anyone, but like I said, like I do sometimes wonder what kind of person I would be if it hadn't happened to me. I feel like I am a better person now than I was sophomore year because of, it helping me start going to therapy and, you know, all kinds of stuff. I found friends who actually mattered to me
Like
or cared
Lexi.
for me.
Oh, for me?
No, I just said,
Yeah.
she said, like, friends that matter to her, and I said, like Lexi.
Yes. That one day we weren't friends, really.
Those 24 hours.
Man, you just couldn't stay away from me, huh? Anyway, Lexi, did you think of your worst thing?
Honestly,
Was it the 24 hours?
no.
No.
The 24
I'm
hours.
kidding.
Honestly, I'd have to say my breakup in senior year. Just because, my niece had passed the week before, and then I got dumped the week after, and then I found out that he was asking other girls out literally the day after, and then that I had to deal with that whole roller coaster of emotions. And then I got back with him.
I'm so mad at you.
A lot of people were actually mad at me. But during that period of time, it was hard. What I was really going through besides like that, like, I got to see who really cared about me and who didn't. Izzy was always there, Nev was always there. I got to see who was on my side and who actually cared about who I was and what I was going through.
These moments, like, yeah, they happen to you at first, and they're horrible, but at the same time, they do help us grow as people, and it's definitely helps you realize who you can trust, who is there for you, who really matters to you.
When
And
you go through something terrible, only the the real people, the true people will stick by your side. And I don't wish bad things upon people, but I mean it's a good way to figure out, who's going to be like there for you in the end.
Yeah, who's going to be there for you when you need them the most?
right, because I didn't mean to sound out of context when I said that, like, these are great learning moments, but because I wouldn't wish it on anyone. It's not a good experience, and it can definitely leave lifelong trauma.
But when people say that, good can always come from bad. I don't think they're just saying that to cheer you up or to make you feel better. Like I don't think they're lying about that. I truly believe that good things can come from bad things if you just, believe in it or find the right people or do everything in your power to make things better. If you're a pessimist or if you are just completely um like if you can't accept change at all and you don't want things to change, then yeah, you're gonna live a miserable life.
Right. It's okay to, like, fear change and, like, get used to what's new, but once you learn to embrace it and accept it, it helps, and it helps you grow. So, my one of my worst moments in high school was, a lot of it was just my mental depression, but there was one day where it kind of caught up to me, and I had a panic attack in the middle of class. So I have a lot of anxiety. Sometimes when my anxiety levels get really high, I get a panic attack. However, it's not the normal kind of panic attack that's like, like in the corner, rocking back and forth, or like sweating, or heavy breathing, or like kind of like freaking out. My panic attacks are, I get very, very nauseous, and my face loses color. Like, I turn complete pale white. Like, my lips, they go from like red or like pink to just white. Like,
Goodness.
I look like I'm very, very sick. And I get really nauseous, and my vision blurs. It's kind of like, this is going to be a little gross, so trigger warning. It feels like you're going to throw up, but not like actual, like you're going to vomit, just the feeling in your head that you get when you're about to throw up, if that makes sense.
Oh, I get that.
Yeah.
So, I was in English class in my sophomore year. Some people around me were talking about blood types, and I get a little queasy when it comes to like medical conditions, okay? So I was already having a lot of anxiety that day because I had something going on that weekend. I forgot what it was, but I'm getting a little stressed out just talking about it. Jeez. They were talking about like blood types, and it didn't agree with me very well, and so I was sitting there trying to calm myself down, and I sit on my desk, and this is the worst one I've ever had, by the way. I get that feeling, and my vision starts to blur. Like, my face goes completely pale white. I could just tell. So I lay my head, like, on my desk, kind of like I'm sleeping in class. Not really. Dakota notices that something's wrong, because I was kind of friends with her. She noticed that something was wrong, and she asked me, like, Gabe, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm okay. She could tell I was not okay, and she said, like, do you need help? And then I kind of just handed her my water bottle and said, can you give me some water? So she went off to give me some water, and I was sitting there, and I looked up from my seat. I lock eyes with Maddie B,
Yeah.
who's standing at the front of the class, like, by the whiteboard. I lock eyes with her. She looks at me, and she gives me the most, like, scared, disturbed face ever. Like, she can see my face, and she knows that something was wrong. Mr. P, the English teacher, caught wind of what was going on, and he walked over to me and he said, Gabe, are you okay? And I'm like, I don't feel good. I think I might have... So I see Dakota come back through my blurred vision. I, like, grab my water bottle and try to drink it, but can't really. And so the teacher was like, okay, no, I'm going to call Mrs. T in the office. Because she was the office lady at the time. I think I blacked out, because I remember he was calling her, and I remember blinking, and then she was right there.
Wow.
So I think I might have passed out a little bit. And she took me to the office and gave me, like, some pretzels, and I just sat there for, like, a half hour until I felt better. And, yeah, it was a pretty bad experience.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
Yeah. I've had moments like that before, those panic attacks, like, they've happened. They're not, like, super common. Like, I'll still sometimes get nauseous, but not to the point where, like, I have an actual panic attack. That one in particular, though, was really bad. That was probably my worst one. It lasted way longer than they normally do. And, I'm upset that it happened in school, too, for everyone to see. But yeah, it was a pretty bad experience, but, it's done and over with. It's not like anyone was gossiping about it or anything, so.
And even something as terrible as that, I feel like, can be an experience someone could, grow and learn from in time.
Right. On a lighter note, let's move to graduation to close off this podcast. I got really sick right before graduation, so
Oh, no.
I wasn't really here on the last day of school. I mean, I got that moment to talk to Miss L about, like, statistics, but then I had to go home because I felt really sick, which
That
I was,
sucks.
which I was really sick. But I made it to graduation. It was more exciting for me. Like I wasn't really that sad.
I felt kind of bittersweet.
I do
Yeah.
feel bittersweet.
How many people came to the ceremony for you guys?
Let's see. I had my parents, my brothers. Okay, wait. So my mom, my dad, my oldest brother, my other brother, my oldest brother's wife, my grandma, and then my cousin. So
Gotcha.
seven-ish. I like probably not as much as some people, but a good amount. I was
No, that's
surprised
a good amount.
I was surprised my cousin came because she didn't tell me she was gonna.
Yeah.
Oh, and my nana, I think, so like 8.
Okay. Oh, that's a good
Um,
amount.
Yeah. How about you?
I think I had 16.
Crap.
And that was just my immediate family.
Oh.
Oh.
The whole time I was listening to mine, she was counting on her fingers.
Because we had my mom, my dad, my brother, his girlfriend, my sister Julie, and Wang, her husband, plus her kid, and then we had Brenda and James, and then Audra and Cool plus their 3 kids,
You're
and
at
then
14.
and then Bao and her kid. Yeah, yeah.
That's a lot.
That. Holy crap.
So you had double Izzy's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. So I had my mom, my dad, my stepmom, my stepdad, my grandma, both of my sisters, so that's 7. My aunt, my cousin, and my other grandma. So I had 10. I had 10 people go to mine. But
I
yeah,
saw your little sister at the elementary school the other day, and she didn't. I only saw her for a second, so she didn't say anything to me.
oh, yeah, Willow,
She's
Never-
such a cute kid.
didn't you have her for something?
Yes, she was in my group for Camp Invention, which I'm doing again this year, so if she's doing it, she'll see me there.
I hope she does it again.
And she loved me. She and a couple other kids, they kept wanting me to like pick them up and spin them around. Anyway.
With our graduation, we had it inside because it was raining outside. Which, by the way, this year they had to have it inside too, just because it was cold. Were you
least
guys
we're not
upset that it was inside and not outside?
I was upset because I always pictured it being outside in the sunset,
Kind of warm.
because it was for every year before that we were in high school.
Mm-hmm. I never actually went to another graduation. I kind of wish I went to the one before that.
We went to all of them because we were in the band.
Yeah.
That makes sense, but yeah, I had a lot of friends who were in the grade above me, so I kind of wish I went to theirs, but I think it was on like a weekend where not a weekend, a day I had something going on.
Ah.
Either that or I was just lazy and rude.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not gonna go to your graduation. I just want to sit and play on my
I probably
Switch.
had something going on. I might just be giving myself an excuse, but
I know me personally, I hated being the second to last person.
yeah, because wasn't Jacob the only one after you?
Yeah. And like I didn't have any friends to sit and talk to, so like me and like Jacob and
My chair is making so much noise. I'm sorry about that.
Riley. So how long do you think it's gonna last?
Yeah, I got lucky. I got to sit right next to Morgan because our last names start with the same 2 letters. So we were right next to each other.
Yeah, I mean, I got to talk briefly to some of the people I sat next to, but they weren't like my friends' friends. Link, my best friend, my last name is all the way at the end. His is all the way at the front.
That's a little bit how it was for Lexi and I. I'm like towards the end, or
Yeah.
towards the beginning, and Lexi's all the way at the end, just about.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think Lexi and I were both at the back row, so we're just sitting back there waiting for everyone else, and we're like the last people.
W's.
So, I mean, graduation, besides the ceremony, was pretty uneventful. Nothing like too crazy other than our valedictorian taking a selfie of the whole grade.
That was so funny.
That was so. Did you take any pictures like afterwards with your family?
Yes, I did.
I remember with my family, we took pictures, and then I also got a bunch of like leis
And bouquets.
and bouquets. I think I had like 4 or 5 bouquets.
She had bouquets made out of money.
Peyton she got a couple flowers too when she graduated just this past year. I didn't get anything, but that's just because I'm a guy.
Oh, I'll get you a bouquet, Gabe.
If I know my family would have given you a lei. Like genuinely, they made one for me, for Izzy, Kendra, Morgan,
No.
Zach and Azaria, Nev. Like we made one for all of them, and like I would have given you one.
My favorite memory about graduation is playing with the band one last time. Because we played this song that we also played at our spring concert called Rhythm of the Winds, and as of right now it is my favorite song I have ever played in band because if I could describe it, and I did describe it this way to our band director, it sounds like sitting out in the grass, freshly mowed grass, on a hot summer evening. The sun is starting to set, so everything's all golden and pretty. That's how I would describe that song.
That's a great one to play at graduation.
Really loved Rhythm of the Winds.
It was so fun.
Another song that I thought that I had as like our last song was was Thunder and the Roar. I think that was a really good song too.
That one was very fun. 3 pages of music.
Yeah.
But playing Rhythm of the Winds at graduation, there were parts of it that kind of stunk because we didn't have any good trumpets. So our band director had to try and play trumpet and conduct at the same time. So it didn't sound the best. But all that considered, the way the song goes is it's divided into like, I would say like four-ish sections. First section, very upbeat and peppy. And second section is slower, smoother. Third section is almost identical to the first section. And then the fourth section, it slows down dramatically. It becomes this big grand moment. Same melody as the second section, but so loud and big and moving. And before graduation, I had seen a TikTok, and it was like a girl crying, playing saxophone at graduation, her last time playing it ever. And that TikTok was in my mind during the song we were playing, and I hadn't started crying yet. And I thought, I'm going to start crying at that big, slow, pretty part. And I did.
Did it affect your performance at all, or were you able to...
No. She got a really good vibrato, though.
Yeah, so I managed to keep playing somehow, but I look, funny part about it, I look over, and the band was sitting by all the teachers. I look over, and I see math teacher, Mrs. S, and I see science teacher, Mrs. S. Mm-hmm. And they make eye contact with me. Math teacher, she quickly turns her head away. And I didn't think much of it, and I continue playing. Tears streaming down my face. Later, during the ceremony, she was one of the people reading names. So I give her my little name card, and before she calls my name, as, someone else is walking the stage, she whispers to me, she's like, I saw you crying, and I had to look away because I was about to start crying.
I was gonna say, like, when you said she immediately turned her head, like, I could tell that, like... Usually that behavior when like someone looks at you when you have emotion, that means they're gonna feel it too, so they look away to prevent that.
And like that moment just stuck out to me because it was such an important moment to me to be playing with the band I loved, the band I had, the seniors I had played with for 4 years at that point. Just it's a memory I look back on really fondly.
For like 6 years. 6 years.
Yeah, like 6 or 7 years. I'm not even making a joke about that.
Yeah, we've been playing with the same group of people for like...
Since 6th grade.
Yeah.
All of us seniors but one had been in band since 6th grade. And it was just a big moment to me. And even though we hadn't had our band director for that long, I kept thinking about, just how sad I was going to be going to school without him.
While Izzy was crying during the piece, I cried in the beginning. Like, I cried on the way to go to my seat to play.
She exchanged her tears to me.
Like, I was, like, tearing up. I was shaky. I remember this one girl in my group, Rachel. Like, she was a part of my section. I was crying and, like, hyperventilating. And she's like, calm down, we gotta play soon.
Oh, did band director make eye contact with you when you were crying?
Oh.
Eye contact with me when I was crying. And I have a feeling, for me, it probably did the same thing for you, where he just, like, looked at you and was like...
He looked at me, looked down at the piece, looked back at me, and then he looked down because he had to play the trumpet part.
And when I was crying, because we were mid-piece, he was conducting, and he just, like, he looks at me, and I think I saw him smile a little bit. I think he felt bad. And then to cap it all off, when we finished the piece, it was kind of awkward, but all the seniors, we got up and hugged him. It was awkward because there were some people in the back who had to, like, maneuver their way out. But we all gave him a big group hug, and, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to forget graduation just for that alone.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing that too when I was like, oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I never got a moment like that.
Oh.
I did at Scarefest. Scarefest was...
Glad you got to do Scarefest.
Why did I go to do Scarefest?
No, I'm glad you got to do Scarefest.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. For those of you who have watched my Scarefest podcast, you know that Scarefest was kind of like what I wished high school was. It was just so fun, and I got a great sense of community with all of my friends I made there, and I didn't get that in high school. At least not as much as I wanted to. I'm not saying that the people in high school were bad. I mean, I made friends from high school, talking to two of them right now. But it's just because I guess it's more so my fault. Like, I blamed myself for not being popular or being, like, sportsy or involved, if that makes sense.
I understand. But also, I feel like a lot of people who do some sports who are considered popular, they don't really realize it until really late. And I know a lot of people who are popular tend to have that, I don't want to, for lack of a better word, that fakeness around them.
Yeah.
Like, where they have to put up a front. Okay, this is going to sound really bad, but I am glad that you weren't popular because it means that I got to experience your true self and not this front you put up just to blend in.
Well, I appreciate that. No, it's not rude at all, and maybe you are right, and maybe I should be glad that I wasn't popular, because it might change the way, not only how I acted in high school, but how I would act going forward. And, maybe I would look at something like Scarefest and say, this is stupid. I'm above this, but I'm not saying that's how popular kids thought, but...
But, like, you never know what it could have been like if you were a popular kid in high school. I was just thinking about this, how, like, I'm glad that, I wasn't very popular, because I don't know. I do agree with, like, entirely what Lexi said, where it's like, I don't want to have to hide who I am. Were there times where I was jealous of people who were popular? Absolutely. But in the long run, I think I'm a better person and I'm better off because I wasn't popular.
Yeah, and when I give it more thought, I think I feel the same way too. I think that maybe I should be glad that I wasn't popular, because as I said earlier, I could be a completely different person. I might not have as much empathy as I do now.
There's like the term like that people use on social media where it's like peaking in high school. And I think it's funny to joke about. I don't know how true it is that people actually peak in high school, but like I do look at some of the kids that we graduated with and I'm like, I wonder if you did peak in high school because you make it your whole personality. You like you only talk about how good high school was and you have so much life left to live. I'm glad I wasn't popular because it means I still have a chance to like be I get to meet more people. I'm not stuck in my hometown with the memories of when I was popular. I get to go out and do stuff.
Looking at it that way, I do like the fact that we weren't really popular at all. Like I was a floater in friend groups, so you would find me talking to a lot of people.
I think that you talked to and were somewhat friends with popular people, and I don't think you were entirely unpopular, but you definitely weren't at like the same level as some of them, I think.
Yeah, I think the fact that I talked with them, I've noticed that they have a certain way they talk, a certain way they have their humor, you know?
They
Yeah,
just act different.
They act a certain way and I could mimic it, but
Would you be happy if you mimicked it?
no.
Exactly.
Like I can't mimic it for that long. Like it gets to a point of where like okay, I'm tired of talking about Teen Wolf for the last hour and a half. Can we like make something fun?
It also raises the question, if you can't like fake it and be happy, how do these popular kids feel having to act like this all the time? It makes me wonder if they genuinely are happy acting like that or if they are just, putting on a front like you said.
Um, I have a question for everybody.
what's your question?
Looking back now, like back in high school, what would you do differently?
Hmm,
But at the same
that's a
time.
good question. I would say that I do wish I was a little bit more social. And I mean, I just wish I put myself out there more and that I wasn't afraid to show who I am. Obviously, like, I'm not gonna be. Because the truest version of myself was at Scarefest. I would never act that way in school. I would be bullied. I
Oh,
would be posted on Barstool weekly.
I forgot about Barstool.
Yeah, I just wish I was more social. I wish that I made more of an effort to be involved with both the school itself and just with all of my fellow classmates. Um,
Yeah.
and while I did get better about that senior year, I was just kind of a social outcast freshman and sophomore year. So I wish I just started making friends earlier and that I didn't. Because I feel like if I did, um, then high school wouldn't be as bad, I guess you could say. And yeah, I never had a girlfriend in high school and having a girlfriend would have been nice, but it's fine. Um, I got to enjoy high school just as myself and I guess the TLDR version is just that like I wish I had just had been more social and put myself out there more than I actually did.
I think that for me, I wish that I had stuck up for myself more in high school. With the friend group drama, back then and even now, to be honest, I was the type of person to if anyone came to me with a problem or with drama, I immediately assumed I was the problem. I was the root cause of everyone's unhappiness, everyone's trouble, and I wish I had stuck up for myself a little more and, said, "No, like this isn't all my fault. I'm not a terrible person. I'm not the one causing everyone, to be upset." because maybe if I had done that, maybe I still would have lost my friends, but maybe I would have had more confidence for making new ones.
Yeah, I get that. Um, Honestly, I think I kind of feel the same way too. I blamed myself when there was drama. Um, I would say that like I'm the cause of all these issues. I'm a terrible person. I should feel bad and I should be in my room just thinking about it all day.
Oh yeah. I mean, when I had that big like friend trouble sophomore year, I remember writing in my diary how I'm going to be better. Don't talk. And I swore to myself that, if me talking is causing the problems in our friendships, maybe it'd be better if I just never said a word again. And I believed it. I believed I was the sole problem when I wasn't.
It's like we shouldn't have to feel that way, especially when we're
No.
with our own friends.
And especially when we're that young. Like I don't think any elementary schooler should have to go through drama. I don't think any middle schooler should have to go through drama. And I especially don't think any high schooler should have to go through life altering drama like that. We're kids. Like even high school seniors. We're kids.
Right, and it's like kind of your last hurrah before the real world hits you because as soon as you graduate, you're an adult and you're kind of, I mean, yeah, you, for most people, they still have their family, but you still, part of you has to fend for yourself.
In a perfect world, high school would be like it is in some movies where, like, I don't know, High School Musical, where in the end everyone's best friends and,
We're all in this
we're
together.
all in this together. We sing and clap and dance and we have a jolly good time. And like, I I despise bullies. I despise people who put others down. And I just feel for people who go through trouble in high school because I did. And I hate that for them and I wish that they didn't have to.
So, Lexi,
What's your answer to your question?
yeah, I think,
Okay, I'm gonna knock this one out, obviously. I think academically, I could have done better. I used to be so good in middle school, and then COVID hit, and then all of a sudden, I could barely focus on doing an assignment. I was so good that, for, how NWEA affects the school? My NWEA was so good that they decided to alter a bus route for me. So I didn't transfer to a different school. Actually, that bus route is still active today. And it
She
stops
single-handedly
it
changed the bus
stops
route.
at my house.
wow.
That's the furthest they'll go. And um, besides academically, I wish I also stood up for myself. Not in the sense of like people were bullying me or stuff. In a sense of like where I was with my ex, I would take things and blame myself. And essentially, I would handle all the problems. I would be the person that would do things. Like, I should have stood up to him when he wasn't treating me the way I should be treated. When I paid for everything, when I was the one that drove us around all the time, when I didn't get a birthday gift, when I didn't get a Christmas gift, but I bought him a nice expensive Christmas gift. So I wish I just realized and snapped out of that pattern faster and sooner.
I wish you realized your worth because you
Um,
are worth so much.
and besides that, I also wish I took more time to figure out who I was as a person. Like now, especially with the freedom of being in college, I have learned so much about myself. I have gained more confidence. Like honestly, actually, one day, during something. I was in the bathroom of our dorm and I looked myself in the mirror like good and hard for that first time in forever. And I could barely recognize myself because this wasn't the person who was a freshman at our high school. This isn't the person that graduated high school. Um because I changed so much.
It's like for the first time in a very long time, you looked in the mirror and you were proud of what you saw.
Yes. I felt confident in how I looked. Was I was proud of what I was doing, what I was going to in the field. I was happy about who I was surrounding myself with. Like I liked how I dressed. I liked how I did my hair, my makeup. Actually, college is when I started wearing a lot more makeup because I got more confidence in myself. I just wish I took the chance to actually get to learn who I was before all of this. And I also wish I took the chance to realize my self worth, realize that I could do so much more academically. Because, in all honesty, if I had done an AP class or like dual enrollment, I probably wouldn't have to take the gen eds I have to. um, I think that's about it.
I think it's sad to know about like all the things that all three of us struggled with in high school, but it makes me so happy to see the people we are now because of it. Like I remember how you were when you were going through your breakups, and of course like I was there to support you, but I look at you now and I I am proud of you for who you are.
I'm proud of myself too. uh, honestly, senior year was the best and worst time of my life.
Yep.
Like, yeah, I had great moments with my friends, and I was going through that breakup and that passing.
It was very, very hit or miss.
It was very hit or miss. You could get me, like, happy one day, and then the next day, like, don't even look at me.
No, you literally were because like one day we were
Um,
having fun and then the next day I was comforting you while you were crying in your car.
yeah. Like, I remember very vividly during that most depressing time in my senior year where I didn't eat, I didn't sleep, I didn't drink water. That's how bad it was. Like, there were ups and downs for me. There definitely were ups and downs for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I mean I think I feel the same. Like I had plenty of ups hanging out with our friends, you know, going to get food, band stuff. And then of course I had plenty of downs. I had plenty of downs worrying about you. I had plenty of downs for myself because I was going through my own breakup, you know?
Yeah, and with me, I think I felt the same way that both of you did at times. I didn't like myself in high school. I felt like I didn't matter to anyone. I It was hard, and I think not just us, but I think a lot of people even in our school may have felt the same way at times.
I wouldn't be surprised.
neither.
And it's not just us, but it's worldwide. I think a lot of people, especially our generation in particular, feel the same way about this in general. So I think my message to anyone listening is that not just in high school, but in the real world, if just don't ever be afraid to be yourself. And if you're in a situation where you feel like you can't be yourself, then look for ways, or if it's a situation you can't escape from, just find something, a hobby or a part time job where you can go and just express yourself in a way that you're comfortable with. Because I found that with Scarefest. Um, and I wish I felt that way in high school, but I didn't. And I think a lot of people want to feel that way in high school, but they can't because
Mm-hmm.
there's just a lot of people in high school, and not everyone, the majority, might not like who you are. And they definitely have standards that they want to keep at the school, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If I had to offer advice to someone, I think I would say I about what I said when I was on coming home court and we had to like, give a piece of advice. I believe what I said is you are the only person who can take control of your life. So give yourself the best life you can. Because you shouldn't let other people like dictate who you are, what you like, what kind of person you want to become. If you are in high school right now, don't like do everything in your power to get out of your shell, to be a part of the community because if you don't, you'll probably regret it. I definitely regret, not getting out of my comfort zone until junior senior year.
Right. And yes, it will be hard at times, but sometimes you just got to find the right people. When you express yourself in your truest way, the right people will come to you, and those are the people that are going to be there for you in your lowest moments. Those are the people that are going to celebrate your accomplishments, and those are just the people that are going to be friends with you for probably your entire life.
The if you are like your true authentic self, and people will naturally gravitate towards you. The people that care about you, they'll naturally gravitate towards you. Well, there was something else I was gonna say. um it's it's rough being a person. Like, yeah, if you think you're oh, I found remember it.
Ah.
If you yourself are worried about being too much for a person, like, oh, I can't do this, they'll think I'm too much. Oh, I can't like this because it's weird, it's too much for people. They won't understand. You should not have to water yourself down just for someone else to like you.
That's how you get a friend group that won't stick with you in the end, that won't appreciate you because they're perceiving a version of you that isn't reality.
Don't water yourself down for someone who cannot handle who you are. Honestly, let them choke.
Ah, let them choke on the water.
Let them choke on it.
Let them
Okay? Don't water yourself down.
Don't water yourself down. Waterboard them.
Choke on it.
I want to say something. It's a quote I made myself, and it's something I wish was my senior quote, but my actual senior quote sucks ass.
Oh.
But I made this quote myself like about a year ago, and I am actually kind of proud of it, and you'll see it on my socials, but just one that I made myself that I try to follow. Compassion is rare, but it's never unreal. People, the majority of people in this world, not just in high school, but everywhere you go, a lot of them are not going to be good people. People are awful. They are going to say rude things. They're going to do rude things, and they're not going to give a shit about you. But there are people in the world that will, and there's people that are going to care about you. There's people that will accept you for who you are. So don't ever lose hope of that, no matter how bad it gets.
It's a really beautiful quote.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put that shit in my bio.
I think what's in my bio right now is life
Life
of soup and I'm a fork.
I love it.
My bio right now, I think, is your local stupid idiot.
Mine is just all of my hobbies. But yeah, I think that...
Please talk to me about Sonic the Hedgehog. Anyway.
So, is there anything else you would like to say before we end today's episode?
No, I think
so.
we've said everything.
I think we yapped for 4 hours.
Okay.
3 hours and 20 minutes.
Anybody who's in a relationship, really, if you don't like the person you're with and you don't like the person you're becoming with them, leave. It will be hard at first, and you're gonna cry, you're gonna be hurt about it. But when you leave, it'll be so much better for you mentally, physically, emotionally, and especially if you're in a relationship in high school. It's high school.
It should never be that serious.
It's not that serious. And I know it's like, oh, we're high school sweethearts. It's never that serious.
I'm not encouraging like cheating or anything, but like high school should be when you are just like having fun with a relationship. Like I don't encourage bad behavior. I don't encourage cheating. I don't support anything like that. But high school relationships should never be so serious to the point of like heartbreak.
Right.
Like serious heartbreak.
And if it is your first heartbreak, it'll get better. You're just gonna have to go through this roller coaster first.
You have so much life left to live that like a high school relationship will like you're not even gonna remember it in 20 years.
Right.
I was gonna say in 20 years it's not gonna matter that much because you'll be a completely different person by then. All of that will be behind you, and you'll probably have someone else who you're gonna be with for the rest of your life.
Right. And honestly, if I want to be like kind of snooty about it, if you are in a place where your significant other is treating you awfully, probably like physically, mentally, emotionally, and you can get out of it and leave, and you're upset about leaving, I highly suggest being petty and being like, I can do better, and I refuse to let them see that I was nothing without them.
Well said.
So, you will get past everything.
Oh, what is going on?
Oh.
Huh? What?
My computer gave me a huge pop-up about extended security.
Oh.
You're being hacked.
I'm being hacked.
It's Count Stockula.
Maybe we should keep this part in the podcast. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It's Count Stockula.
It's Count Stockula. She found you. To add on, like, a high school relationship shouldn't be that serious. So if you are in one that is getting too serious, like, not like romantic serious, like getting seriously dangerous or just, in my case, seriously boring, don't stay. You know, high school is a time when people should be experiencing new things and having fun, going out with friends, going out with people, going out on dates. And I didn't get to experience a lot of that, and I hate it.
I didn't either. I never had a relationship in high school. I mean, yeah, I wish I did, but I'm also glad I didn't. And a lot of times I feel one way over the other.
And like even like the sadness of like how you weren't in a relationship in high school, there's a bright side in that like it did leave you time to like prioritize good friendships, prioritize good self-love, and like prioritizing just the parts of high school that people should prioritize. Because when I, got out of my relationship, I started to prioritize caring about myself for once. Anyway, that's about all I have to say.
Is this the end of the podcast?
Are we done?
You're not done? Okay.
You done?
You're done. Are we done?
No.
So, just one last quick thing to say to everyone else. Don't take high school for granted. And it's really just a learning experience. Take this time to learn about yourself. And also just stay focused on your schoolwork. Because your GPA does affect you. It does.
And don't choose your, secondary school based off of where your significant other is going.
Exactly. Go...
Prioritize yourself.
Chase your dreams, not a man, not a woman. Or not a they. An in-between, I don't know. I'm sorry if that's offensive.
A person, Lexi. A person.
Don't prioritize a significant other if you don't need to.
There we go. Gabe said it.
High school's a learning experience. Just ride it out. If you really don't like it, then you'll find a place eventually that you do like. And as for after high school, I mean, no offense to you two who are in college, but you don't have to let your school scare you into saying that college is the only route, because I do see that trend that some schools do that.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I know a couple people who are like, I don't want to go to college, and never did I ever say like, no, you have to go to college or else you're never gonna get a good job. I said, okay, if that's what you want to do, then I'll support you. Like you can get a good job without college. You can get a good job with college. You just need to either way, no matter what route you take, you have to put in work.
Right, whether it's like you're going to college or you're going to trade school, you're going to the military like I am, or you're inheriting your family's business. Just whatever you do, when you start that, high school might not even matter anymore. Like 90% of the things that happened in high school are just going to be a thing in the past. So high
Pretty
school
much.
should be something that you enjoy, not something that you have to deal with. I mean, of course, you're going to have your lows. Everything has its lows. There was even Scarefest, which is the best time of my life. There were a couple things that I didn't like. But so just enjoy high school and live your best life after it. All right. That is the end of this 3.5 hour long episode. It will be
I wonder how long it'll be when it's edited.
It's probably gonna be 3 hours.
yeah, maybe 3 hours. I'd say 3 hours. But anyway,
3 hours.
that is the end of this episode of the Completely Random Podcast. Lexi and Izzy, thank you guys so much for coming on and just talking about high school. We talked for way longer than we planned, but it was really enjoyable.
Thank you so much for having us. It was fun. Let us know if there's another episode you want to feature us on.
I would definitely love to be on another episode.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Well, thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.